Well, hello. I'm Matt. Welcome to the good life. I do a little radio show from my backyard in the hills of Encino. I'm a lucky guy. In fact, I'd say luckier than most. I have lots of friends that I like to call stars. Hey, in fact, there's one now. You probably know Ryan Stiles, Drew Carey Show. Whose line is it anyway? Black Hawk Down?
I wasn't in Black Hawk Down, Matt. That wasn't me, okay? What are you doing here?
The gate was actually open. I thought I'd take a little jacuzzi-roo.
I got company coming over, okay? People that matter, okay? Get up, go.
Bubbles feel so good,
Look,
Ryan.
Matt, you know what? You gotta stop doing this, okay? I can't be coming home with the wife and kids and you're in my tub, okay? Just get out.
I'm not wearing nothing.
Doohickey, you know, the doohickey that rolls.
Hi, this is Meatloaf. Okay, kids, you know what time it is? You know what time it is? It's Outlaw Radio time!
The most imitated radio station in the nation.
I'm through with standing in line for some fun to begin, but I found a good thing leaving me with a grin. It's time for Outlaw Radio to begin.
Tell me what you want.
You have the great Billy Gibbons here? Yeah.
It's very cool.
He just passed out. Oh, yeah. Hey, that didn't sound too bad. Huh?
Had to lighten them up loud.
Oh, man.
We're here with Matt.
Oh, yeah.
Had to lighten them.
Oh, little Outlaw Radio.
We're here with Matt.
Yeah.
And he's not fat.
We got all these guys and girls in the house. Let me tell you, that's where it's at. And that's, ladies and gentlemen, Matt Allen. Pass me a gallon.
Outlaw Radio.
Oh, yeah. Love this guy.
Exciting
And new.
come aboard.
And, of course, my buddy in Oregon,
We're expecting you.
Pete Coburn, says, I not only know who Jack Jones is, his contribution is the only part of the Love Boat that stands the test of time. The rest of that show is stupid and lame. So,
I met the doctor over at Costco one day.
oh yeah, the guy who played, he lived in Encino, Bernie Coppell, man. I love that man. Another good guy that we never had on the show, and we should have, because he would have champed at the bit to be here. Little recognition after so many years. You know, this goes back to the late 70s, early 80s.
I've seen
think.
every one of these. I thought they were great. I thought
Well,
it was the
yeah,
greatest
me
show.
too, because we're saps, you know.
dude, I love it, yeah.
And there was just tons of hot women running around the boat.
But they really are bad shows. I mean, yeah, if you want to break them down, yeah.
It's a like Love American style, but like a
Yeah.
kind of that.
But I enjoyed Bernie on Get Smart.
Oh, he was, well,
chaos.
any role that Bernie Coppell would happen to grab onto, he was great. He was
When I
always
saw
great.
the story, he's recognizable as hell.
Oh, of course,
It's like, yeah,
man.
you
Tall,
know,
lanky guy, you know, never got fat, never looked like an old Bernie Coppell. He always looked like the doctor from Love Boat. But we're not here to speak of him
We're
today.
here to
Oh,
talk
by the way, we have a little contest where you can win cash in just minutes. Cash.
Who has the cash?
In just minutes. I'll explain how we're coming up with the cash.
Comes straight out of your pocket, my friend.
Yeah.
No,
I-
I'm not
I
getting
think
paid
we
enough
need
here,
to-
pal.
The great Jack Jones, Grammy winner, famous for singing the Love Boat theme, but I know him from, in my opinion, much better. So this one right here, man, dig this, and controversial. This could not be recorded today. I'll only play a little snippet of this. Here we go, Jack.
They like to chat about the dresses they will wear tonight.
Listen to the lyrics.
They chew the fat about their tresses and the neighbors fight.
All about chicks.
Inconsequential things that men don't really care to know. Become essential things that women find so apropos.
Oh, yeah?
But that's a dame, they're all the same. It's just a game. They call it Girl Talk.
Talk to me. That, my friends, is Jack Jones. We'll get into that song a little bit later. But I love this guy, and I wanted him back on the show. And day late, dollar short. 86 years old, Dedaroo, Rancho Mirage. I wish I would have taken him up on the dinner there in Palm Springs. I thought that would have been fun. Hanging with a great Jack Jones. And I know this guy as a kid because I am an aficionado of the... Listen, if I'm anything, I'm honest on this show. The Jerry Lewis Telethon. I wouldn't miss that Jerry Lewis Telethon.
Yeah, I know.
Every weekend, man. I stayed up late and watched the stars come out on the Jerry Lewis Telethon. Jack Jones, after all the rest of them were gone or they couldn't get Frank Sinatra, it was always Jack Jones. So that's how I knew the guy. Always a good-looking guy, and I think our mother just loved that guy.
I told her last night about his passing.
Oh,
and
yeah?
She didn't know. She like almost started crying. She's like, all us girls were so in love with him.
Yeah, I mean, he really was that guy, man. He started in the 50s, won 2 Grammy Awards in the 60s for Lollipops and Roses and Wives and Lovers. Another great stinking song. Now, for those of you not of an age where you know Jack Jones, I'm going to make you care because I dug up, and I'm almost on the verge of proud of myself for digging up the last Jack Jones interview.
We did have him on.
Yes, we will, and I listened to this interview, and it's worth your time. The last great crooner. I mean, this is the last, I guess you could... who would be the Engelbert Humperdinck? So old Enge, fellow cigar smoker, he would be it. But as far as a guy that way beyond his years and still was kicking it 10 years ago, man, Jack Jones and the very last interview and, his contribution to the Love Boat, I'll tell you, stands the test of time. But it's an exclusive. It's the last interview. And don't shake your head. Don't. I see you out there. You're going to love this.
Are you going to put us through this, Matt?
No,
don't.
I want you to care about it. And we have sweet. He's very sweet. And Jack Jones is really funny. Shadow Stevens is in this interview. Johnny Cosmo and some other folks who were alive at the time. So
they're all dead?
What?
They're still alive.
I don't. What?
They're still alive.
They are?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think they're dead.
And I may get to the Susan Olsen interview, an exclusive, Cindy from Brady Bunch. I may, if I get. We've had requests from Oregon for this interview, and and he swears it's something that'll hit a home run.
Right.
So we may do that.
I mean, if I may, just really quickly.
Yeah.
I've been watching YouTube all week.
Yeah.
We were way up. I'm not going to say the numbers, but we were way the hell up. We got knocked down with another 300 on views.
Oh no!
today.
No! That's what they do. No, that's what they do. YouTube hates us, but the way I see it, we are up about 400% in subscribers. We were up 700% in subscribers, and of course, old YouTube knocked us down. But the way I look at this whole thing is 2 steps forward, 1 step back. We're getting there. Thanks to you folks watching Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio on YouTube and on Rumble and the finest radio stations throughout the nation. And there's an easy way to find us on YouTube. It's simply and I guess you don't even need the W's on this.
No, you don't. The young kids don't use them.
They don't.
We haven't been using those for a long time.
Yeah, so forget about the W's and simply go to tampontim.us or kamalato.us. That'll get you to the show. Danielle, how are you? What a sweetheart in Is it Northern California or is it? Yes, it's
Yes.
Northern
Yeah.
California. So we've established that. She's in pot country. She's in the part of the country known for serving up copious amounts of the weed.
I have some of their weed right now.
You do? Daniel, you token out a number?
Hi, Matt.
Hey, are you into that weed stuff?
I am not. In fact, I was born and raised here, and I've smoked it one time in my entire life.
That is one more time than I've ever smoked it, and I'm not saying. Listen. Don't smoke it and drive. It's legal in a lot of places, even though the feds can still stop you down. I watched the Sly Stallone, the first. It was, I guess, the first series, the first year. What a great show! The King of
Tulsa Kings.
Tulsa
Yeah.
King.
Love
Yeah.
that show.
Hey, make sure that Ralph's mic is up a little bit. See, am I the only one that cannot hear him?
You know what? I'm going to stop bringing bourbon.
Yeah. And by the way, if you do that, and our producer Dave hears about it, he will pump your mic up louder than anyone else. So
It was up.
Danielle is, and then he always has to follow it with that. I don't get that. It's like, did he go to the my brother Mart School of Broadcasting, where you have to deny everything?
And then you have to throw me in the mix.
I did that time.
Yeah, I would apologize.
Danielle is a new recruit into Alan's Army, and she is feverishly working all of the social media and doing the right thing, and she's doing it because, as I understand it, you love the show. Am I wrong? If I'm wrong, tell me, Danielle.
You are not wrong. I love this show, Matt. Watch it every single Saturday.
Okay, and we are about to give away some money. Hopefully, we don't have to, because hopefully there is no correct answer. What are we doing, Dave? Dave, what are we doing here?
Just being a little sarcastic.
Oh, because she's a farmer girl? Is that, so you're doing this for Danielle?
She's from Cajun country.
Because she's a farm girl. Okay.
Well, no, wait a minute, man.
Well, she is. She works on a farm. She owns a farm.
But just because
she knows how to milk horses. I mean, this is the gal.
You don't milk horses.
But no, that kid playing
I
the
don't think.
banjo was a freaking hillbilly from not a farm.
Well, it's a farm.
It was a bayou.
And by the way, that kid, you know who Jason in First Friday the 13th? That was him.
Well, yeah. That's his claim to fame as being the really
Hockey mask because he couldn't.
No, really scary looking inbred dude. Hey, nothing against inbreeding. If we have some inbreeders who are listening and or watching Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio, God bless you.
Oh no!
And those big, eyes that are popping out.
Huge head.
All right. Yeah, it seems like a little larger,
elongated head.
Right. It's
the
a little.
forehead goes really
The
low.
cabeza seems to be a little different than some might call normal.
Right.
But what is normal? Right?
Yay!
Inbreeders.
So Danielle is fixing us up, and finally we have someone competent who is putting together our social media, and we're going to start something. And let me tell you why. This is necessity, called Buy Me a Bourbon. And when we post this, it'll be starting next Saturday on the show. Buy Me a Bourbon. You, as a beautiful listener and watcher of Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio, will be able to buy me a bourbon. And it'll be easy, and that way you will be able to compensate the winner of this contest.
It sounds like reverse payola.
Yeah, a little bit. But and also give you the opportunity to become an official member of Alan's Army. But we really do need someone to pay the winner of our 80s quiz. And Danielle, I have you on the phone today because I want to thank you from the bottom of my bottom and the bottom of my heart for being there. And your due diligence is ridiculous. And I love you dearly. And thank you, Tattoo Dave, for bringing this beautiful woman into the mix.
Very welcome.
And Danielle, checks in the mail.
Just don't try to cash it.
Pleasure.
She's doing. Hey,
Pleasure to be able to help.
Danielle is doing this out of passion. So you got any weather your way today there in Northern California?
It's coming tomorrow. I got everything taken care of, and we're prepped for the rain.
See that? She is a farm girl because she understands the question, you got any weather your way? Not everybody understands that. Hey, Danielle, have a happy day. I love you, man.
Thanks, Matt. Have a great show.
She is so good. Oh, P.S. My buddy in Oregon, who put together this quiz. By the way, this was his idea. Pete says, tell your brother to get his ass up here because it's Glocktober in Oregon.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, you know, in Oregon, it's probably still true. You can walk into a store, walk out the same day with a handgun.
Yeah. Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Is that right?
If you bring it in, why couldn't you walk out with it?
No, I didn't say bring it in. You can
Depends how
walk
many
into
cops
the
are
store.
there.
That was dumb. But
Okay, so here we go. Here we go. This is for big money plus a private conversation with Greg Brady. That would be your cue, probably to hit the Brady Bunch theme. It's not a big deal, but just so we seem to be cohesive. And have I talked to Greg Brady, a.k.a. Barry Williams, my dear friend, about this? No.
I didn't think so.
No. He's unaware of this, but I know, being friends for so many years, that he will certainly participate in a private conversation with you if you win this contest. We call it the 80s contest. And I don't really want to give away the amount. I mean, it's posted there on our YouTube page. It's also posted on our Rumble. All right, get rid of the thing. It's starting to annoy me. Can you think of how the kids are thinking after this many years when they hear that thing? I will tell you why the money is, and by the way, it's 23 cents at the end of the dollars. So it's something and 23 cents. And that's because it costs this much to engrave the silver platter that the Brady kids bought for their parents' anniversary.
Oh, yeah.
And stupid Jan, of course, thought the cost of engraving would be 85 cents total when it was actually 85 cents per letter. No wonder she turned out to be an ultra-liberal yodeler-aroo, as in Canyon. Yeah, in real life, Jan Brady.
She's nice, though. I'm not.
What?
She's a nice person. Yeah, we both met her.
Yeah, I don't. I think you're sort of going out on a limb when you call anyone on the left nice. I mean, they seem to be nice, but they're.
I asked Burl Bear, the famous, legendary Burl Bear, today in the green room.
Yeah,
today.
he's.
I said, "Are you voting for Kimmel?" He said, "Yes." I said, "Never talk to me again." That's what I said.
Oh no.
He goes, "That's just like a righty." Yeah, Ku Klux Klan, and that's how it all started. I go, who started the Ku Klux Klan?
Yeah, but
he's an idiot.
Yeah, but your comment to him, in my opinion, was idiotic because that's not who I am. I would never say that to someone who happened to be voting for Kamalato.
You just never talk to them.
No, I have no problem with having relationships with folks who are on different sides of the fence politically with me.
No, you have a lot of people in your life that are stupid that you talk to.
I certainly do.
This one over here.
I certainly do.
You're talking to
Ralph right now.
So there are a couple rules for this contest. A, you have to subscribe to Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio during the next 2.5 hours of the show. You must subscribe to Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio. B, like and share the show. You must do that. These are the qualifications for the cash. And C, be the first person to correctly identify, in order, the 10 hit songs in a montage that we're about to play. But I'm only going to play a teaser of this, so you got to be ready on this one, Dave. This is... What? You're looking up there like...
Are they 80 songs?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And by the way, Mart, you're not qualified because you are one of the staff here. You're one of the demons of decadence.
Yeah. Friends and family exclusion.
Yeah. So here's the deal. I can't have you play the entire thing, but I will in a few minutes. I will play the entire montage, but I will play half of it now. It's really quick, so you got to get ready to stop this and listen carefully. Stop. Now, I will play. I will play the montage.
I think I know one of them.
Hey, hold on a second.
I do.
There's cash involved. Should this be easy?
Of
course not.
Elon Musk is given $1 million for a signature.
That's Elon Musk, and I love that man dearly.
I do too.
Yeah, but we don't have the Elon Musk cash.
I want to say one of the songs because I have it, and I know I'm not qualified.
No, you can't. No, you're not
qualified. Family exclusion.
Yeah. So we will play this in its entirety in a few minutes. Plus, our buddies from What's Up, Beth and Tony.
Yes.
Who knew they were authors? They released the cutest, sweetest book called The Little Helpers by Tony and Beth Champagne.
Beautiful, man.
from Wausau. So we will discuss with them this book and why is the big question. I didn't know they were writers.
Just because they're good people.
They are good people.
Well, maybe they just wrote the book to get on the show.
No, they've been on the show.
Why are we going in early there, Dave?
Well, Not according to mine.
Yeah, according to yours. Yeah, 100% there, Dave.
Okay.
So you gave him a little pre-bourbon there, did you, Ralph? Is that what happened?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're ashamed of yourself, aren't you, Ralph?
Yeah. Okay. All right. So
He got a new car.
So be sure, and what, did I give you A yet? Yes. A, you must subscribe to Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio, and B, like and share the show, and then be the first person to correctly identify a montage. I will play you in its entirety, and I know you cheaters out there. You'll be recording this, and then you'll play it back. And
there's a way to do it now.
Well, there's a way to do it. However, we've run this through, and what do you call those things, Mark? Because you have one.
Music identifiers like Shazam.
Yeah, Shazam and all those sort of music. We ran it through there, and it didn't work on this. That's not to mean that some pimply, weird-eyed kid, who can break into the Pentagon's computer system, won't figure this out instantly.
Or somebody like Elon Musk, he could probably figure it out.
Yeah, but I doubt he needs the extra cash. Yeah, it's cash plus 23 cents, and
but it'll give him something to do.
Yeah. Hey, Biden is in Delaware. Kamala Harris is at the Beyonce concert.
Oh my gosh!
Concert amid Israeli strikes on Iran. So, who was in the White House yesterday when all this was coming down? Who would that be, Ralph? Who's running the show?
We're not really sure.
Yeah.
Maybe AI.
So Israel engages in targeted military action against Iran. And by the way, Netanyahu, nicely done, my friend. But you can't let the cat out of the bag now. You can't let the U.S. know what you're up to. Otherwise, it might be leaked out. Isn't that terrible that one of our major allies, that beautiful country about the size of the state of New Jersey, and they can't confide in us anymore? Do you think Trump would allow this to happen? That's a rhetorical question.
No, I think Trump would have had our fighter planes with them protecting them.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. So Joe Biden, Vice President Kamala Harris, facing backlash for, well, it's all about prioritizing personal engagements and a lack of...
Beyonce tickets are hard to get.
Yeah. Oh, the Beyonce?
Yeah, they're hard to get.
Even though it turns out she didn't perform, and the pundits there were pissed off, man. Pissed off.
Well, Bruce Springsteen...
We were under the impression Beyonce was performing.
Yeah.
No, you snowflakes. Sorry, snowflakes.
She's just losing points.
Did you hear Springsteen, though? He's supporting Kamala, completely on board with her.
Always been a big old douchey.
Another reason to not like him.
Yeah, like we need another reason. I mean, is there anyone in this room? I mean, he must have massive numbers of fans. In fact, I know he does.
Yeah.
Are you? So you're a fan?
I am.
See, and I get that. I get that. Why? Because one of our buddies, a dude named Evan Sayet, who has his act together politically. He's a good dude. He has written many a tome. He is the biggest Springsteen fan, and it's the only thing I don't agree with him about. But I had a feeling. That's why I brought that out, Ralph Odierna. You happen to be a fan.
I've seen him a half dozen times.
I saw him once because I was dragged to the concert in Houston, Texas by my girlfriend, and 2.5 hours later, I told her no more. However...
So you missed the last 2 hours?
I wouldn't have sat through anyway.
Yeah. It's ridiculous. But Kamala's up there partying like a fool on stage with celebrities in Texas, by the way, in Houston, and that state is not even up for grabs.
No.
So what's going on here, Ralph?
The only thing I can think of, Ted Cruz is in a tight race.
Yeah, yes, he is.
And she's trying to raise money for the guy running against Cruz.
Because do you think they're sort of throwing in the towel? Do you think they're sort of learning that I don't know, Trump is Hitler, ain't working so well?
They're done. They're toast.
Yeah, well, from your mouth, man.
I'm going to give you the number.
Yeah.
312 electoral votes for Trump.
Yes. All right, okay.
312.
See, I was thinking 313, and I know the math is sort of weird to come to that. All right, a lot to get to, including I will play the entire montage of the 10 songs for you to guess and win money, my friends. Get ready to rip us off! Rip us off! Good afternoon, everybody. Rip us off next on Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio.
Like the legend of the Phoenix, all ends with beginnings. What keeps the planet spinning? The force from the beginning. We've come too far to give up who we are. So let's raise the bar and our cups to the stars. She's up all night to the sun. I'm up all night to get some. She's up all night for good fun. I'm up all night to get lucky. We're up all night to the sun. We're up all night to get some. We're up all night for good fun. We're up all night to get lucky. 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 The present has no ribbon. Your gift keeps on giving. What is this I'm feeling? If you wanna leave, I'm with it. We've come too far to give up who we are.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to Outlaw Radio. The staccato hoofbeats of a golden palomino, carrying a man who fights wherever justice needs a champion. Magic Matt Allen.
Incidentally, and listen, you don't need any prompting by me, and this guy certainly doesn't need the publicity, but Joe Rogan and Trump, the 3 hours they did together was excellent. Was excellent. Joe, you did a great job, my friend. Welcome back to Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio on YouTube, on Rumble, and the finest radio stations in the nation. I guess we can probably throw this out there.
Now, by the way, just while it's on mine, because you mentioned Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
Another thing that Burl said out in the green room, he goes, yeah.
Well, okay, but you got to explain, because no one cares who or knows who Burl Bear is.
Oh, okay.
He is an Edgar Award-winning author, a famous disc jockey from Seattle, a man that I looked up to when I was 17 years old, a baby DJ working at KYYX in Seattle, and one of the great top 40 guys of all time. However, his affliction is that he's a woke tard. And
communist.
yeah, he's pretty much a commie. 100% socialist.
Oh, yeah. 100%.
And on the verge of communism. I'm certain he has a card.
So
I bet he has a card, a commie card. But Burl Bear, yes, so before he left today.
All he said was, Joe said at the end of the interview, he didn't even know what Trump was talking about because he was so. I said, no, he didn't say that.
No.
Joe did not say that.
No, he didn't.
Guaranteed.
No, he had no idea.
I will tell you, though.
Yeah, get on that mic.
I will tell you, for Trump to do 3 solid hours with Rogan, no one else is going to do that.
Yeah, and then he went to a town hall or another one of these get-togethers right after. I mean,
he flew from wherever,
Austin
to Michigan.
Isn't that incredible? Yeah,
it's insane.
Yeah, but you're right, Kamalato. He's too tired. He's really he's
too old.
She was invited to do the Joe Rogan show.
P.S. Does that guy ever get sick? No, he just never ails.
Never had the flu.
No, the guy is just incredible. Yeah, I mean, is it because he doesn't drink? I mean, maybe we should take a cue from him.
No.
We love you, but no, that ain't going to happen. No. Yeah, I'll drink to that. Hold on.
And by the way, I can admit his faults, and that's one of them.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, wait, I have another one. I mean, since we're talking about Donald Trump's faults, and a dude that I adore, and we obviously need him back. As I understand it, he puts ketchup on steak.
He does.
Yeah, he
and
does.
it's well done.
And it's well done.
Oh,
so,
no.
yeah, there is some problems. But man, that McDonald's hit was absolutely the best.
Beautiful.
And I just loved it when he was making the fries and he says, not touched by human hands.
I know.
He was so excited.
I love that part.
Oh, he was so excited about that.
Never touched
The
by
New York
human
Post headline was "Drive through to the White House."
Yeah. Yeah. And of course, his detractors, they say, well, it was just a stunt. Duh! No, he just happened to find a McDonald's on the side of the road, but it wasn't set up in any way. Of course, there are people that want to kill him.
Right.
That's been proven.
They just found his resume from 1958 and hired him.
Yeah. No, anyway, Donald Trump, God bless you. Tony and Beth Champagne. Am I still screwing up your last name? Am I doing that, Beth?
It's pine, like a pine tree.
Champagne. I should know better. They've been so gracious sending us the most beautiful meats and cheeses from Wausau.
And sunglasses, thank you.
Champagne. It just looks like champagne. It's Champine. So Champagne. And Tony and Beth, who knew they were authors? And I need to know, what was the inspiration for this book, The Little Helpers?
Well, I can't take credit for much of it because it's actually more Tony wrote it. He was sitting in the woods deer hunting, and he was just thinking about all the different years, things that happened to him while he was hunting, and he thought, I should write a book.
No kidding.
And then he said, I think anybody can write a book, and well, we decided that anybody could, but you can't always get it published. I mean, they had to approve it by us and everything, so we kind of just took an undertaking and started doing it, and I gotta laugh, give you the joke here. I did my share. I was the good wife, and I told him everything he did wrong.
Of course, that's what you do. Yeah. I'm assuming that Dave is going to let me know if you can see this book that I'm
you
holding.
can bring it back towards you a little bit.
Okay, how about that?
That's perfect.
Can you see that? That's the cover. It's a beautifully illustrated book. It's gorgeous, and it's a great book for kids of all ages. I mean, I was sort of blown away by how beautiful it was, and it's a couple stories in there, right?
Yes.
Now
it's a definitely when kids read it, they keep them interested. I think all the little different twists and turns in it.
In your note, you mentioned at the end there, Matt. I thank you for this because you're a good man and you're a good American, and it brought a tear to my eye. I appreciate it very much for knowing that what we do is a labor of love here. And we love America, and we are sick and tired of it being taken away every single second and every day. Yeah, my brother Mart.
Hi, Beth. I want to first off thank you for the glasses. I really appreciate that.
Oh, you're welcome.
And also, did your husband get a deer that day? That he had this epiphany for this book?
Well, I don't even know. You have to ask him. He's kind of my silent partner.
That's what I told her this morning.
Yeah, I know, it's true. That's so funny. It is. So, are the characters in this book, are they based on actual living human beings, Beth?
Well, the book is Tony and Beth, so yeah, we're living human beings.
Okay, see, that's me. That's me being sarcastic there, Beth, just a little bit. Yeah, the main characters are Tony and Beth in the entire both stories.
And there's a picture on the front.
And, the animals were all some animal that we've had that have passed away.
Oh.
And we have reference to some people that were really dear friends of ours that have passed away from cancer that we put their names in the book.
Nice. Wow. Well, don't bring us down when we're talking about a kid's book, man. The little
kids don't know it.
And you're published. I mean, that is so gorgeous. I hope you sell 1 million. And those of you who are slowly but surely becoming a part of Alan's army, those who love America, and check us out every week, Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio on YouTube, on Rumble, and the greatest radio stations in America. Would you please whip open the wallet and buy this book? I'm showing it again. It's called The Little Helpers, and it's beautifully illustrated. This ain't some cheapo book.
No.
It's gorgeous.
Hardback.
Yeah, and you learn a little something, and it's great for the kids, especially when the kids' libraries now at their schools are filled with the nastiest books that we on the right are trying to get rid of. Is that freedom of speech?
Right. And that's another reason that Tony wanted to write it too. We just want a feel-good book.
See?
Not this.
So how do they get it, Matt? How do they find where can they buy it?
Yeah, where can they find the Little Helpers by Tony and Beth Champagne?
It's published through Fulton Books, and it's on Google Play, Amazon, Barnes and Noble.
So all the usual suspects. See, this makes me so happy.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, perhaps they'll be compensated for all of the gorgeous meats and cheeses from Wausau. Oh, and P.S. Why can I never think of that?
Cream cheese.
No, that's not what
that was awesome.
But I'm telling you, this is a bizarre, sort of on the verge of Freudian or mental block for me. And maybe it's because Lori Downey Jr., our former producer, hates this stuff because she says that it smells like BO. And so she is not a fan, although I am, syrup. And this is real syrup that you sent.
I tried a little bit.
I mean, this is the expensive stuff. I have poured this over sausages, and I even made pancakes one night because I wanted to try it. And this is top-notch stuff. Beth, thank you.
It is excellent. The minerals up in that little area of Wisconsin is what makes the maple syrup so good.
Yeah, it's.
And she is the woman that made the maple syrup. Is the one who did our illustrations.
Wow, so it's a family affair.
Look at that.
Yeah, isn't that beautiful? Yeah. And this maple syrup, you can tell it's untainted. It tastes so pure and so gorgeous.
Doesn't smell like feet or whatever.
So it's raw. It's Beth, is it raw maple syrup?
It's just whatever it is. It's gorgeous.
I tried a little bit.
Yeah.
It's probably not as good as bourbon, but it's good. I mean.
Well,
I put my bourbon in my maple syrup.
Yeah.
So, yes.
There you go.
By the way, a little maple syrup in lieu of, and this just came to me. Why is this coming to me now when I've been here all week with this gorgeous maple syrup sent us by Tony and Beth Champagne there in Wausau? You can use this in lieu of sugar in an old-fashioned.
Oh, sure.
Right?
Yeah.
So you get that little maple, little mapley thing. And beginning next week on the show, you will be able to buy me a bourbon, meaning all of us, but the title is Buy Me a Bourbon, and that way you can facilitate the funds that it will take to pay a winner of our contest that we're going to get to in just a moment. So please do yourself a favor, and from my heart, I tell you this from my heart, buy this book, The Little Helpers by Tony and Beth Champagne. They are great people. They're great Americans. They are there in the great state of Wisconsin that we need. And it looks like, what do you think? If you're a betting man, gun to your head, Ralph O'Dearna, do we grab Wisconsin this year?
Yes.
We do. That's a yes?
Without a doubt.
I agree.
Yeah.
How many times have you voted so far?
Well, I'm a good Republican, so only once, but I have voted already.
All right. Beth, give my best to Tony. He's a good man. He's literally the silent partner. Well, you know.
I can bring him. I can bring him in here if you want to talk to him.
No, I don't want to bug him. I don't want to.
I'll lock the chains and let him out.
Listen to me. I don't want to take him from his easy chair, and I know that he's listening and or watching us right now. So I simply want him to know that he did a great job with his book, and it's just well written and not too many words. That's why I was able to get through it. But
it's the perfect book for kids of all ages.
And P.S., I am on your request that all of us demons of decadence, including Mark C.G. Boyer and my brother and our Marine, Billy Dilly, she sent me 2 copies so we could sign one and send it back to them. So,
very nice.
Yeah. And with your permission, we will keep Burl Bear's signature off the Little Helpers.
I think that's a good idea.
All right?
Yes, you better.
Okay. There she is.
woke signatures allowed.
No woke signatures. All right, there she is. Beth, I love you dearly. I love you dearly. Let's go, America. How about that?
Yeah, let's do it. I love you all, you guys, and
I love you
let's
too.
hope Trump kicks ass.
Okay.
Well put, man.
There she is. That's Beth Champagne, my friends, from beautiful Wausau. We got to make a visit there, and we have to do a live broadcast from myriad dive bars. Because did you know Wisconsin has more dive bars, that state, more dive bars per capita than any other state in the nation? I mean, if it weren't for the weather, I'd be living there right now.
Well, that's why they have so many dive bars. What else are they going to do except drink?
Yeah. Okay, let's get to the contest. So, do you remember A? Because I don't have it memorized. A, you must subscribe to
And must share.
And you must share.
And you must like.
Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio. B, you must subscribe to Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio to even participate in this contest. I'm going to play the 10 songs. It's a montage. And listen carefully. If you can name all 10 songs, then the cash and...
In order.
And...
Right? Isn't that what you said?
No.
Not in order.
I thought that's what you said in the beginning, yes.
Yeah, but of course it's going to be in order because how else are you going to do this? Right? Yeah,
If they can get them, they get them.
No.
It doesn't have to be in order.
Hey, Mart, are you forking out the money for this?
I made the rules.
Are you forking out the money? Wait,
No.
Yeah, if you're forking out the money, then you
No.
can make a... So, in order. Thank you, Tattoo Dave, for keeping us on point here.
Yes. I mean,
So-
the more difficult, the better.
Yes, because I have a tough time giving away cash.
Right, exactly. I'm trying to help.
But it's a legitimate contest, and if you abide by all the rules and you sign in there on Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio on YouTube, so now right out of this, I know Tattoo Dave's going to have a song ready to go to break. I know he's going to be ready for this. See, why is it that look, Ralph? Like you're not sure?
Ralph's an idiot, that's why. Let's just move on. Let's move on.
Because Ralph's an idiot.
Okay, hold on. Now listen. I'm only going to do this once. Listen. Do you understand the rules? I will play this montage. You need to get all 10 songs in order to win the cash and a beautiful phone call with the great Barry Williams, Greg Brady, a personal call. Just you and he. And you can put him on speakerphone so your family and friends, right, can speak to him as
You
well.
bet, man.
And by the way, have I cleared this with Barry? No. But I know that he and I, such good friends for many years. Do you think he's going to turn me down on this?
No.
Yeah, I hope not, boy. That's because...
That would suck.
Well, then it's a lawsuit.
You can always...
I hate that idea.
Then you're going to have to pay him, too.
Yeah. All right, crank it up. Listen carefully. Here's the montage. Boom! There they are. Those are the 10 songs. Get those 10 songs. The first one on our... It's not a guest book. What do we call that thing on YouTube? Whatever the hell that is. The chat? No, it's not the chat. Or it is the chat?
Yeah, it is the chat.
The first one to correctly identify those wins the cash from Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio. Why? Because we like you to rip us off! Rip us off now! Identify all 10 songs. We'll be this after back on Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio.
would-be stars, wannabes, and people who just want to hear themselves talk. The demons of decadence, smoking, drinking, and interrupting. Live from an 1876 Virginia City, Nevada-style bar, this is Magic Matt Allen, Outlaw Radio.
If you just tuned in, you did not hear the montage, and I will ask my demons of decadence, including but not limited to Tattoo Dave, our producer, my brother Margie, Ralph Odierna, Mark C.G. Boyer, should I replay the montage?
Absolutely.
I say
I should?
Oh, yeah. I think we should play it several times.
Oh, okay.
It's not your money.
It's going to be almost impossible for them to get it. So I'm just, make it,
I got like
make it
3
fun.
of them.
Yeah.
I got 3.
See?
I do.
Yeah, it's not an impossible contest
not.
in any way, shape, or form. And received some clarification from our boy in Oregon, whose contest, the brainchild of Pete. He says, to enter, you must correctly identify the 10 songs in order, type your answers into our live chat on YouTube, or enter them into the comments section below the show feed.
There you go.
All right? So the first one to identify all 10. I see sort of a half smile from Mark C.G. Boyer over there. I think he's digging this contest.
I think
I think he's cheating.
Do you remember
what
the WKRP in Cincinnati contest?
The turkeys
No, the contest. They did the same name the songs contest. It was hysterical.
Well, they did, but they gave it away to the first caller, right?
Because they tried to make it as hard as possible, but it didn't work.
No, and then they ended up giving like 10 grand away.
That was the entire budget for giveaways for the year.
For the entire year.
Hold on a second.
Howard Hessman gave all 5,000 away.
Is this Pete's thing? Pete did this, right?
Yeah.
So, is it Peter C. on our chat who's answering his own questions? His own.
He needs the money.
I'm telling you, if he does that,
he is doing it. I'm telling you, it's on.
No,
here.
he will not.
No, he's not doing it. No, he's.
Well, only one of us is reading the chat box. So I have to trust Dave.
I'm sure.
Hey, Ralph, the door's right there, and you should just head that way.
Okay, why don't you chill out for a second? Yeah,
I'm tired of him hacking on me.
I just agreed with you, but you're too dumb to even realize it.
Yeah, he
well,
wasn't.
I guess we're gonna have
Stop
to
it,
agree with
kids.
him.
Oh, God. Oh, jeez.
Calm down, kids.
Mom, Dad.
Yeah, Mom, Dad, there's petulance in the house. Oh, please stop.
So basically, Matt, what you're saying is our audience can rip us off.
No, I want you to rip us off. Remember the old top 40 disc jockeys? Rip us off, caller 10 now. But you don't have to be a caller 10 now because we don't have a phone number for you to call.
Nope.
Yeah, if we want to talk to our gorgeous listeners or viewers of Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio, we call you.
We'll call you.
Yeah. You'll know it's us at the end of that receiver. Next hour, I am going to play the very last Jack Jones interview. Who is Jack Jones? You can look him up. He is the Last Crooner. He is one of the greatest, coolest dudes of all time. And Shadow Stevens is involved. We have, who did I mention was
Johnny Cosmo.
Johnny Cosmo is, and other folks who were alive at the time of this interview, and the great, and a man that I adored, Jack Jones. Who knew you could do, over half an hour with Jack Jones? But you could, and it's interesting. And I want you to care about this man. And even if you happen to be a youngster, wouldn't it be cool to learn a little something about one of the classic crooners of all time who just passed away at 86? I was hoping for 90 for that dude because, I wanted to take him to dinner in Palm Springs.
Hey, Matt, quick question. Was it actually him? Was it Airplane 2 that he was actually singing in?
Yes.
Yeah, that's
was
Jack.
him.
Yeah, that's Jack Jones. Yeah.
Right.
See, and by the way, he always wanted to really work his chops in a dramatic film, and I think he could have done it too because
Airplane's dramatic.
Well, yeah, he had the background. So next hour we're going to play you, and it's an exclusive to us, my friends. Jack Jones interview, the very last interview, exclusively on Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio. I do appreciate you being there. Enter our contest. Big cash for you.
Life's sweetest reward. Let it flow. It floats back to you.
doohickey, you know, the doohickey that rolls.
Hi, this is Meatloaf. Okay, kids, you know what time it is? You know what time it is? It's Outlaw Radio time! Our main event! Outlaw Radio.
Hi, this is Sean Young on Outlaw Radio.
Hey, this is Shelley Berman on Outlaw Radio. Listen, come on, listen to me or listen to Matt. If you like being bored, it's great for you.
It's Robert Hayes. I'm here on Outlaw Radio with Magic Matt, a.k.a. The Weasel. We are here to drink. We're here to smoke. We're here to interrupt. You may drink. You may smoke. You may interrupt, but I'm here to
Live from the Lighten Up Lounge, this is Tom DeLuise saying, this is Outlaw Radio.
Hi, this is Chuck Woolery at Lighten Up Lounge on Outlaw Radio. Lots of fun, guys. Be back, 2 and 2.
Hi, this is Gilbert Gottfried, and you're listening to Outlaw Radio, where we smoke, we drink, and occasionally we bother people who look old and weak.
Hi, this is Rick Dees with Magic Matt, a.k.a. Mr. Cigar, in the Lighten Up Lounge. We drink, we smoke, we interrupt.
Oh, yeah. Okay. My friends, this is a treat and a treatment. Now, you may not understand this until you listen to the interview, what a treat this is. The very last Jack Jones interview performed on this show, Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio. The man won several Grammys. He sang the Love Boat theme, which is not why I was turned on to this man. I just love this crooner from the Jerry Lewis Telethon, who was on almost every year. And, you know, he had to perform in the wee hours when Frank Sinatra was not available. Then Frank died. And what are we doing there yet? We're not ready for that
just
yet.
Some background music.
Yeah, no, please don't.
Okay.
Yeah, just wait for my cue. Yeah, because I want you to hear this song as we then transition into the interview of the great and legendary Jack Jones, who passed away yesterday at the age of 86. Love this guy. He's funny. He's a lovely dude. And listen to the lyrics of this song that there is no way in hell in this woke world of ours this could ever be produced or written or performed today. I want you to crank this and enjoy Jack Jones, if you don't mind. Hang with us here. Go.
They like to chat about the dresses they will wear tonight. They chew the fat about their tresses and the neighbors fight. Inconsequential things that men don't really care to know become essential things that women find so apropos. But that's a dame, they're all the same, it's just a game. They call it girl talk, girl talk. They all meow about the ups and downs of all their friends. The who, the how, the why, they dish the dirt, it never ends. The weaker sex, the speaker sex, we mortal males behold. But though we joke, we wouldn't trade you for a ton of gold. So baby, stay and gab away, but hear me say that after girl talk, talk to me. So, baby, stay and gab away, but hear me say that after girl talk, talk to me. So, baby, stay and gab
greatest song I've ever heard in my life.
It is awesome.
For love.
Mom used to play that song over and over and over. That's how I know the song.
A bit politically incorrect, huh, Jack?
Yeah.
Yeah, I wrote another lyric years later, just for fun, but the National Organization of Women hated that song.
I bet.
And so it was very frustrating. And it won a Grammy. It was a big hit, and nobody wanted to hear it.
Didn't they protest that in San Francisco, of all towns? I can't imagine.
I know. They made a little fuss out of it, and so I wrote a special lyric and started out, "Hey, little boy, cap your teeth, get a hairpiece." Just to even it out a little bit.
Nice. I just love the lyrics, though. Hey, boy, just couldn't fly today. Hey, little girl, comb your hair, fix your makeup. Soon he will open the door.
I know, like she's been home all day, and she doesn't know what it's like to work.
Yeah, don't think because there's a ring on your finger, you needn't try anymore.
Yeah. Right.
But this is great advice right here. For wives should always be lovers too.
Yes, sir.
And then my favorite lyric, run to his arms the moment he comes to you. I'm warning you. I'm warning you.
Well, that's what what's her name was singing to Sterling.
I just love men will be men. Don't send him off with your hair still in curlers. You may not see him again.
Isn't that awful?
Hey, little girl, better wear something pretty, something you'd wear to go to the city, and dim all the lights, pour the wine, start the music. Time to get ready for love. I got to tell you something. I love these lyrics.
The women loved it back then.
And I guarantee you.
That's interesting. The women did love it back then. It was romantic, and it was back in '64. And all was, everything was so innocent.
Yeah.
And also, I guarantee even now, any woman who follows this like an instruction manual will be happily married for life.
Yeah, you're right.
That's true. That men are that easy to
manipulate. Don't you think Jack, the great Jack Jones, ladies and gentlemen, on Outlaw Radio, Jack Jones, don't you think that is oh so true that women could learn something from these lyrics?
That's what they don't get is they will be happy too.
Right.
They do it.
They will be happy. Don't you think men should be properly dressed when they come home and looking fine with no lipstick on the collar or anything?
Yeah.
Not necessarily, Jack.
That's a good accent for color, you know.
Little lipstick, never heard anything.
Who wrote the pocket handkerchief?
He did.
It was Burt Bacharach and Hal David.
Yeah,
of course.
Yes,
and they meant no harm.
They meant no. Of course, they meant no harm. Look at this. I got to pitch myself. I love the great Jack Jones, and I met him at this event in Palm Springs, the Walk of Stars Gala at the Spa Hotel. And after a few wines, I walked over to Mr. Jones, and I pointed at him, and I said, "You're it." And he just sort of looked at me quizzically, and I said, "No, you're it." And I said, "You're it." And he said, "What are we playing, tag?"
That was my assumption.
And then,
now we're playing kick the can.
And then he sort of gave me that look, and he said, "Yeah, I guess you're right." And he is. But Jack, well, listen, now that Bennett has lost his marbles, you're it, buddy.
He hasn't lost his marbles. What's that all about?
Does Jack have a star?
I knew you'd hate that I said that.
Does he have a star on that wall?
Yes, he has a star. Of course he does. In 2003.
He's a good friend of mine. The other day, he said, "Hey, Jack, I haven't lost my marbles."
So you're going by that, huh?
You can buy
Yeah, he's a good guy. He's a good friend. I love him so. I gotta stand up for my friend.
Yeah.
So listen.
Yes.
Can I plug my engagement?
You mean the Catalina Jazz Club in Hollywood on June 27th and 28th? You mean
That's
that one?
the one.
Yeah, of course. You're not getting rid of us this quickly. I'm telling you.
No, it's fine.
I know, but I want you to know. And listen, God willing, Lori and I will be there. Oh, and Robert Hayes sends his best. He's a dear friend, and not a Hollywood dear friend where I just say that and I only met him once. Bob Hayes and I have been buddies for years. When he heard you were going to be on this show, he said, "Okay, I'm heading to Santa Barbara." So, no, but he had a previous some sort of an autograph thing he's doing in Santa Barbara this weekend. But
Sends his best because you were featured in one of the funniest scenes. I believe it was it Airplane 2?
It was Airplane 2. It's probably one of the funnier jokes, because the first one I thought was really funny. The second one, but this one happened to be one of the funny jokes. And it was just, he was escaping from the Ronald Reagan mental institution, and he jumped over the wall, and there was a spotlight trying to catch him. And so as he ran by, the spotlight stopped on me in a full tuxedo singing "The Love Boat."
That's right. I remember that scene.
And he gave me a take and then ran on.
Oh, it was awesome because all the the lights as though they're trying to catch him, right. But then they all assemble in one place and they're all on Jack. It was awesome.
It was a good joke.
I love this guy, man. Hey, do you keep in touch with Jerry Lewis? Because the last few years of that telethon, you were on sort of the closing act, sort of the big act on his show.
Well, I've been on every one, but maybe two of them all those years.
Yeah, but he featured you. He finally gave you the credit that you so deserve.
Well, anyway, whatever. He's a dear friend, and I've been there with him, and he actually started putting me on at a better time, which was not my doing. I would wait for them to tell me what time they wanted me on. So it gave me some better times where more people saw me, but it wasn't at my request. So he's a great guy, and it just all went up in smoke, and we're all very upset about it, and he's worked so damn hard all his life for that cause.
Yeah, and some may say a genius. I've been a fan for many, many years.
Hey, Jack, when did Wayne Newton turn into a wax figure?
Okay, that was my brother.
What?
Hey, Jack, ignore the question. That was my caustic brother, Jack. It's not your host, Matt.
Wait a minute, what was that question?
Yeah. Oh, you want to hear it again? Okay, you're a glutton. Yeah. You're a glutton for punishment, Jack.
I said, when did Wayne Newton turn into a wax figure?
Oh, jeez. Is there an answer?
I don't know, but I wish that Madame Tussauds would have one of me, and they keep making it, but it melts.
Yeah, well, you're used to hot weather living there in the Springs. Yeah. How many years have you resided in Palm Springs?
What's that?
How many years have you lived in Palm Springs?
Well, I came down here 25 years ago or so. My daughter was just born. She's 23. She just graduated from Boise State, but she was just born, and I wanted to get her out of L.A. At that time, a lot of stuff was going on, and burnings, and whatever. You remember all that stuff. So I just thought it was a better place to go and raise her.
And you've
everybody's going to hate me. All the moms and dads in L.A. are going to hate me now.
No, not really.
But at that time, it was a better place to be, and I was able to go to work from wherever I lived.
Yeah, it's a nice location. I like it. I'm a big fan of Palm Springs. However, one of my favorite restaurants they say it closed down, but then it says closed for the summer, and I can never figure this out, Mr. Jack Jones. The Lions Grill, they're on Palm Canyon Drive. Love that.
I didn't. They usually close for the summer, and I don't know. It's a great old English kind of place.
Yeah, are you? But you stay fit. You're this handsome guy. You've always been handsome. What do you do to stay so fit? Do you exercise every day?
No, I just sit around thinking handsome.
I'm going to try that.
Boy, I gotta give that a shot. Your daddy, Alan Jones, was a great singer, I understand, and that's how you found yourself in the business, right?
Yes, but he wasn't encouraging me. He was trying to get me to do something else. But that's all I wanted to do. And I went to Uni High, and I just Doug McClure graduated a year before me, and so then I took over as the leading man in the school, and I sang at all the assemblies, and that's all I wanted to do when I got out of school.
Yeah. Hey, you probably don't. I've asked this question way too many times, so I might as well try it again with the great Jack Jones. Do you have a favorite song or a top 5 favorite song?
There's a song that I had a hit with in England. David Gates wrote it, and he originally had the hit on on the Bread album, the original Bread album, and that was the song "If."
Oh yeah, nice.
And I had an album out in England called Breadwinners, and it was a hit for me in England. But it's just my all-time favorite spiritual and romantic song.
Yeah, that is a beautiful tune. By the way, one of the underrated bands, Bread.
Yeah, absolutely.
Love Bread. They had a ton
Guitar
of
Man,
hits.
that's awesome.
Yeah. But this man.
My mother was in love with you, Jack.
No, it's true. Our mom. I got to tell you, if she knew that you were on the show today, she may be listening because you're one of these heartthrobs.
Oh yeah. And I think she would have left Dad for him.
And P.S. Jack, I'm realizing that I hate you because not only are you good looking, but you're a really good singer.
Fantastic singer.
Yeah, I mean you got everything going on.
Well, thank you.
Hey, did you?
You know, it gets frustrating. And now sometimes a little old lady comes up and says, "Hey, are you Jack Jones?" And I go, "Yeah." I said, "You know, my mother was a great fan of yours."
Hey, Jack Jones, were you friendly with Frank Sinatra?
Yeah, and he kept punching me.
No way.
No, I was very friendly with Frank, and way back in the beginning, we weren't necessarily friendly, but I won't go into that. That'll be in the book. But we became very, very good friends, and I respected him a lot.
Ladies and gentlemen, Outlaw Radio is pleased as punch to have the great Jack Jones on the show today, and we'll be this after back with the one and only, probably the greatest crooner of all time, Jack Jones at Outlaw Radio.
To dream the impossible dream, to fight the unbeatable foe, to bear with unbearable sorrow, to run where the brave dare not go, to right the unrightable wrong, to be better far than you are, to try when your arms are too weary, to reach the unreachable star. This is my quest.
Hey gang, this is Lori Downey Jr.
Gentlemen, to Outlaw Radio, live from Lighten Up Lounge. I believe this was Jack Jones' first hit. I might be wrong. Boy, I wish Jack were around to tell me that is true in mere minutes.
You're right, for $100.
This is it. Listen to the strings. Oh!
Tell her you care each time you speak. Make it her birthday each day of the week.
The voice.
Bring her nice things, sugar and spice things, roses and lollipops and roses.
There he is, Jack Jones. Yeah.
I mean, that voice gives you chills.
Hey, what year was this, Jack?
1961. I recorded it on leave in the Air Force, and we had no idea. That we just liked the song. It was a shock to us when Boston started the whole thing going, and it won a Grammy. I mean, how many guys are that lucky just to go into the studio and win a Grammy on it the first time out?
And you're on a military leave when you did it.
Yeah.
I'm on leave. I'm just going to go sing a hit.
Hey, thank you for your service, Jack Jones.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Well, it wasn't much. I didn't do a heck of a lot, but I did a lot of singing when I was in. I'll say that.
Yeah, my father always wanted me to learn an instrument in case I was drafted. He said, "You want to be in the band."
In the band.
Yeah. He said that's the safest. My dad is a musician, and he said you need to be in the band. It's the safest place to be.
I played a typewriter most of the time.
You did?
I was at March Air Force Base, and I was writing letters for the commander.
See, no kidding. Well, my dad played the shoehorn, but it's tough to read the footnote. You know what? My father probably stole that line from Jack Jones. Yeah. I wonder if Jack really said this, because sometimes quotes are bandied about and you don't know, and I'll bring these up and then they'll say, I never said that. When someone asks Jack Jones, what do you think of rap music? My answer is there's no such thing. There's rap and there's music. Is that you?
That's funny.
Absolutely. I never heard that quote come back to me. That's interesting. Where'd you hear that?
I hear things, Jack.
That's right. That's correct. I did say that.
We're like the CIA here on Outlaw Radio.
That is perfect, though.
Yeah, it is. It is, because it's a different animal. I remember at a Stevie Wonder concert in New York City at Radio City, and he brings on Run DMC or someone, and I didn't get it. And to this day, I get it a little bit, but it's not my go-to. Jack Jones, not that you asked, but I was born 150 years old. So when I was a kid, I'm loving your stuff, and I'm loving the great classic
Mel Torme.
Yeah, Mel. You probably knew old Mel Torme, didn't you, Jack?
I was a pallbearer at his funeral. We were very, very close friends.
Yeah. Boy, these guys.
But I was just thinking about Mel. I was thinking that I once did the Mel Torme Christmas song with just drums, and I called it Christmas rap.
Okay, nice.
I didn't get a laugh then either.
Now you did.
We're talking to the man who, the Desert Theater League's Lifetime Achievement Award went to him in 2001. Wow. This guy has so many awards, and performing at the Catalina Bar and Grill in Hollywood. I would invite.
What night is that?
That would be June 27th and 28th.
What nights are those?
8:30 p.m., I believe.
Right.
Do you have an opening act there, Jack Jones?
No.
No, you don't need one. There's no reason for a comedian. Although when you work Vegas or when you've toured throughout the years, have you ever had an opening act, or were you ever an opening act?
I was. No, I had when I went to Vegas for the first time, I was lucky enough to be closing the show, but I had Myron Cohen as my first opening co-star.
Wow!
And then Fat Jack Leonard was another one. It was great. And then I also had George. Hello, the funniest man in the world. He's no longer with
Carlin?
us.
George Carlin?
George Carlin at the Flamingo was my opening act, and I was just amazed. I didn't want to go on. I wanted to keep listening to him.
Hey, Jack Jones, if you could do it all over again, would you jump in that Wayback Machine and go back 30 years?
I don't. No, not really. But I don't want to leave this world. But I think by the time you get to be when you're supposed to leave this world, you probably want to, but you don't look so hot. So, but that would be the only reason I don't want. I don't want to do it over again. I just want to continue doing it, and I love life.
Well, if you keep looking the way you're looking, man, you got another 100 years.
Well, he just thinks good looking every day.
Do you think good looking? Is that what you do?
Try that.
Shadow, hit your microphone. It's yeah. By the way, you're sitting here with the great Shadow Stevens. You probably remember the great Shadow Stevens.
Shadow Stevens?
Yes. Yeah.
Absolutely.
I remember Wives and Lovers as my first radio station in Jamestown, North Dakota.
Hit the mic.
And there was, you still there?
Yeah.
Earth, come in.
Shadow.
Come Earth.
I hear you, Yeah, go.
I am. So I can see myself in that studio as a teenager playing that song and going, this is the greatest song.
Well, I do have a few new albums out that are available on JackJonesMusicStore.com. I got to plug that.
Yeah.
And so you can see what I've been up to, but I don't sing exactly like I do on those two records you played.
Okay, well, what does that mean? Well, listen, Sinatra changed. I mean, there was the incredibly youthful Sinatra, then there was the middle Sinatra, then there was the older Sinatra. Where are you? Are you like in the middle now?
Wow.
I think so. It's you'll just there's a recent little video on there, people who want to check that out. They can see how I sound now.
That's JackJonesMusic.com. Cool. So
JackJonesMusicStore.com.
Oh, JackJonesMusicStore.com. Now,
or if you really want to know more than you ever did about me, you can just JackJones.org.
All right, JackJones.org. That's so much easier and less.
And that'll take you anywhere.
So Jack Jones minding his own business one day doing the Tonight Show, and of which you probably appeared on many of the Tonight Shows with Johnny Carson. Something tells me Johnny was a fan of yours, Jack.
And another good friend. We became very good friends.
Yeah, only the world's greatest talk show host, and no one before him and no one after, man. That man was the man.
You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
You're right.
So Jack Jones minding his own business one day, and there is a bomb threat at NBC.
This is the greatest story when Jack Jones at NBC and a little watering hole across the street when we return with this legend who has passed away at 86. Man, it just hurts me. We'll be this after back on Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio.
Life's sweetest reward. Let it flow. It floats back to you. Soon we'll be making another run. The love boat promises something for everyone. Set a course for adventure, your mind on a new road. Won't hurt anymore. They like to chat about the dresses they will wear tonight. They chew the fat about their tresses and the neighbors fight. Inconsequential things that men don't really care to know become essential things that women find so apropos. But that's a dame, they're all the same, it's just a game. They call it girl talk, girl talk. They all meow about the ups and downs of all their friends. The who, the how, the why, they dish the dirt, it never ends. The weaker sex, the speaker sex, we mortal males behold. But though we joke, we wouldn't trade you for a ton of gold. So baby, stay and gab away, but hear me say that after girl talk, talk to me. So, baby, stay and gab away, but hear me say that after girl talk, talk to me. So, baby, stay and gab away, but hear me say that after girl talk, talk to me.
We stand for fun. We stand for great cigars. We stand for the perfect martini. And we stand for the American flag. We are Outlaw Radio with Magic Matt Allen.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I instructed him. Please, no music when we come back. We are paying homage to the great Jack Jones, and I walked out of the studio a second ago, and I told my buddy Ralph Odierna, I am so pissed off this guy's dead. I am so pissed that this man at 86 years old, what a legend, and what a beautiful guy. Not only incredibly talented, great voice, and a great actor, but a beautiful guy who served our country. And where we left you was there was a bomb scare at NBC. And I was talking about Johnny Carson. He was doing the Tonight Show. And Jack Jones will explain what happened there in that little town of Burbank. Yeah, only 12 minutes from where we do our thing here in the San Fernando Valley in the hills on Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio. Please, more of the great and an exclusive interview with the last interview of Jack Jones.
So everyone is ushered out of NBC. So where do they end up? Well, Chadney's, of course, across the street to have a little toddy.
Wow, what a time to be there.
Oh, yeah. So Jack Jones, I don't know if he's enjoying a toddy, but I understand he's at Chadney's and then wants to find his way back to NBC because he has to do the Tonight Show. The guard said, no, where are your credentials? Jack Jones then said, well, I'm on the Tonight Show tonight. I'm performing. No, I'm sorry. Do you recall this story, Jack?
Vaguely, yeah. It's kind of coming back to me, but that's typical, you know. I once, at the Fairmont in San Francisco, I was trying to cash a check or do something legal, and then there was a life-size cardboard cutout of me right behind me. And the woman was not, she wouldn't believe it. She said, let me see your ID. I'm not sure. I said, look at that. It's me right there. No, I want to see your ID.
No kidding. And I'll tell you what, this man stays current. A movie that I saw just a few months ago, thanks to Redbox, American Hustle. He appeared as a nightclub singer in the film American Hustle.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Right.
Yeah, so you didn't have to audition for that, did you, Jack Jones?
No, David O. Russell asked for me. Apparently, I'm one of the people that he has always admired in the scheme of things, and so he asked me to fly into Boston and do that. And he and I have become friends. He's a terrific guy. He's a very interesting person, and a very giving person, and there's a long story about him, but he's really terrific. And incidentally, about a week and a half later, after we shot the thing, the little place in the hotel there that we used became a triage, and an awful thing that happened to
the marathon.
Wow, yeah, boy, timing. Yikes. Yeah. This is, and please don't hang up. Just tell me you don't want to talk about it. But I find it fascinating, only because I sort of fell in love with this woman in the James Bond movie, Jill St. John, and you were married to this lovely woman, and you seem to enjoy being married, right? I mean, you seem to be a guy that likes to be. Did he hang up? Did he hang up? No. But Jack Jones seems to be a man that likes to be married.
Well, that's not why I'm married to my wife.
Okay.
That one works on so many levels.
That just takes the whole thing. You know, it would seem that. But if you want to look at it I've looked at it on a deeper scale than that, and I've decided that I was just for a long time trying to correct my parents' mistakes and make things okay, and that was a subconscious stupid thing to do. However, I wound up a winner.
Yeah. You stay with it long enough. It seems that you've been. I was going to say you're blessed, but no, you're blessed with a talent. If you didn't have the talent, you wouldn't be where you were today.
I tell you, Jill St. John is one of my favorite people.
Oh, nice.
And so is RJ. And and I can't wait for us to get together because I want my wife to meet her because they're both very bright women and they would get along great.
You think so? She wouldn't have a problem with that?
No.
No, that's fun. That's fun. More with the great Jack Jones before he hangs up on us because I can tell he's had enough of this interview.
Oh, yeah.
I got a couple more things, and I love this man so much, and we will be this after back on, oh no, is that the Love Boat theme?
Uh-oh.
The great Jack Jones on lead vocals on Outlaw Radio.
Exciting and new. Come aboard. We're expecting you and love.
What you are listening to is the very last interview with the great Jack Jones, who passed away yesterday at the age of 86. And this legendary man, as you can tell, he was entertaining not simply on stage as a great singer, but on the phone with us. Oh, yeah. 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 So continue. This, I must tell you, this is unprecedented. I don't know of anyone else who has this. In fact, no one else has this interview except us. Not one to boast. So I hope you're digging this man, the last great crooner.
Right there, Laura.
Turn it up.
Inconsequential things that men don't really care to know. Oh my gosh!
Isn't that a great song?
It is.
And that's Neil Hefti.
Yeah, the great Neil
He wrote
Hefti.
that, and his son just friended me on Facebook.
Hit some more of this. I can't get enough of this tune with the great Jack Jones on Outlaw Radio.
Essential things that women find so apropos. But that's a dame, they're all the same. It's just a game, they call it girl talk, girl talk.
This next line is awesome.
They all meow about the ups and downs of all their friends. The who, the how, the why, they dish the dirt, it never ends. The weaker sex, the speaker sex, we mortal males behold. But though we joke, we wouldn't trade you for a ton of gold.
Oh, there it is, the speaker
so
sex.
Baby, stay and gab away.
What are you doing? No. That means turn my mic off. Continue with Jack Jones. Here we go.
And guess what, Jack Jones? Nothing has changed. Women haven't changed, have they?
No, I like to write parodies that I unfortunately don't share with the world, but I did write one on that.
Okay.
And there's one, I'll just do one. They call it Botox. Botox.
Oh, man, I love that. So, baby, stay and gab away, but hear me say that after girl
Isn't that great?
Talk to
That's
me.
Neil Hefti.
Gab away.
Rest his soul. He was something else.
Yeah, that guy. Yeah,
talk.
I am a fan. They talk and they talk
They
and
never
they talk.
stop talking.
Oh man. Yeah, but
it's sung so sincerely. Jack Jones can sing anything.
Yeah, but he does. But he speaks the truth in those lyrics. May not be politically correct.
Hardly.
Oh, Barry Williams said, "Have Jack sing." Damn it, you had me sing on the show.
Yeah, Barry Williams, Greg Brady from the Brady Bunch was on with us earlier, and he said, "Man, he said you made me sing. You have Jack sing, but I'm not gonna do that to you." I
just did it.
Yeah, I know you did. Yeah, and by the way, that's enough. We will take that little exclusive. Yeah. What is it that you have? What could possibly be in your life that you haven't accomplished that you would like to at this stage here, Jack Jones? I mean, besides getting off the phone right now. But
no. I'm fine. I'm having a good time. You
Okay,
guys
good.
have a lot of fun. This is this Outlaw Radio is getting. I'm getting to like this.
All right. Now we're
Isolate
in trouble.
that. It's sort of a backhand.
I'm almost there too, Jack.
Yeah.
I would really like to play something on television. Some older guy that has something to say, or something meaningful. Because I've done a lot of acting all my life. Because everybody says that. Well, I could have been, but it's something that it took my musical life. I'm very grateful for it because it gave me a life. But it'd be nice to do that, play a role somewhere.
Yeah. Well, and you are certainly a big.
I went on the road with Mantle La Mancha for a whole season,
right.
And that changed my life. I really enjoyed that.
Well,
I had the original hit on The Impossible Dream. Then I got to do it the way it was meant to be on stage.
Yeah, see, that's
great.
That had to do your heart some good, huh?
One of the first shows I ever saw on Broadway.
Yeah.
Was Mantle La Mancha with Richard Kiley singing that.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, and then I was in the studio. I didn't want to record it, but Dave Kapp, I was recording from Kapp Records, and he owned the rights to the show, and he had the cast album, and he wanted me to record the song, and I said, no, I don't want to do that. So he twisted my arm, thank God.
Jack Jones, over the last, let's say 40.
Okay, that voice you just heard, that was our resident gay guy, Frank Hagan, who, by the way, stormed off as Shadow Stevens, who was also in this interview with the great Jack Jones, stormed off. Those lefties, I'll tell you what, man, they are snowflakes, aren't they? And they get butthurt really easily. Okay, continue with the great Jack Jones.
Years. Any of these rock bands you said, hey, okay, they've got their act together. I really like that. Let me just throw one out. Led Zeppelin. You ever find a Led Zeppelin song you like?
No. It's
no.
I did a song was recorded by Little Feat.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah. Love Little Feat, man.
And it was a good record. It was fun. We just did it for fun. And then Rhino Records used to make fun of. They put an album out making fun of artists who shouldn't be singing those songs.
Oh, good.
Yeah, so they put that on there.
So tell me about this Dave Kapp fella.
So he was a visionary in the record business. His brother founded Decca Records, and he founded this. And he had, he had Roger Williams and myself and Jane Morgan and Jose Jimenez, and a lot of us were on that label, and it was a great label.
And your favorite singer, or maybe a singer or band? I mean, growing up, you had to have someone you looked up to.
Well, of course, Sinatra was my role model when I was in high school, and also as a singer. No, he was my role model in high school.
See, that guy's funny.
Laurie, you missed the rim shot. You missed the rim shot.
You know what?
Yeah, it was a rim shot.
Yeah, Laurie left her booth. Laurie, you owe Jack.
The rim shot was in our hearts.
You owe Jack Jones a rim shot.
Yeah.
Come on. There it is.
Hey, Matt.
Yeah, this is my brother Mark, Jack Jones.
My name's Marty. Hey, Jack. I forgot what I was going to ask you.
Okay.
No. Now I forgot again.
Oh, you dodged a bullet.
The tension.
Oh, God. Well, see, the rim shot and the thing.
Okay, are you...
Oh, no, here's what I'm sorry.
Okay.
The phrasing. When you say Frank Sinatra, my dad always said, listen to the phrasing of these guys. You, yourself, Jack, and like Frank, and what that phrasing is impeccable. It's so hard. To me, that's a tough putt. And my dad, being a great musician, says the phrasing is so tough that you guys do. Do you agree with it?
That's what I was listening to in high school. My father was a singer, a successful singer before I was, and he was a legit operatic type of singer, and they were more concerned with getting the words properly formed to get the best sound. And Frank always wanted to complete the thought and not break it up with a breath, and just complete the whole thing, hold it over, and that was a great lesson to me, and other singers who've adopted that I always appreciate.
Cool.
Are you Jack Jones a technologically savvy guy? And let me preface this by saying I am not in any way, shape, or form. Do you keep up with this stuff? Like Shadow Stevens over here to my right. This man knows every new wing-ding, newfangled thing
Matt still got dial-up.
Yeah, I've got dial-up. I'm
dial-up.
I am old-fashioned, but are you technologically savvy?
Yeah, I am. I mean, I can't rattle off a lot of terms that I probably should. I don't. I just know what to do. I figure things out, and I created the 2 websites, and I just love to do it. And it's instead of doing crossword puzzles, that's what keeps my brain alive.
Yeah. So you're telling me the websites that I went to today, those are your creation?
That's cool.
Not the big one, because I turned that over to this wonderful gentleman in Japan who was doing one on me, and then and mine went up in smoke one day. I got a virus, and so I was going to start over again, and I wrote him, and I said, you're doing a great thing there. You want to continue? I just remember, and so he's now called the official website of Jack Jones, but I sub websites. I mean, I do my commercial one, and of course now it's a lot easier because there are companies like Intuit and stuff like that who will provide you with the tools so you can do it more quickly.
Yeah. Your mic is not on there, Mark. Yeah.
And hello, and perhaps Mark C.G. Boyer, who back then, when our original interview with the legendary Jack Jones, who passed away at 86, may come up with a question that he may not. When we return on Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio.
We're expecting you and love, life's sweetest reward. Let it flow. It floats back to you. Soon we'll be making another run. The love boat promises something for everyone. Set a course for adventure, your mind on a new road. Won't hurt anymore.
We stand for fun. We stand for great cigars. We stand for the perfect martini. And we stand for the American flag. We are Outlaw Radio with Magic Matt Allen.
Last great interview, the last interview with Jack Jones, legendary crooner, passed away at 86 years old yesterday. And it just touches my heart. This man was too good to go away. There should be a pill for those in the world that should at least stay with us until they're 150 years old. Jack Jones is one of them. Continue with this exclusive interview with the legendary Jack Jones.
Yeah, no. Hey, Jack Jones, I bet you're not a big lunch eater.
No. Why would you bet that?
Let me tell you why. I am not a big lunch eater. I find that I get tired if I eat anything but a salad for lunch.
Lunch spoils your dinner.
Yeah, well, I'm telling you, and sometimes I'll go all day without eating, which is probably not a good thing. Then I'll eat around 6 o'clock. But what is your go-to meal? What does a Jack Jones eat? And if it was your last meal on earth, what are you feasting on, Jack Jones?
That's difficult to say now because my eating habits are so different. I don't eat sweets hardly at all. I just don't like them like I used to. And I'm healthy. I don't have any problems like that. But my wife is a gourmet cook, and she's just, I'm so spoiled that, I can't tell you what my favorite thing is. She just keeps it coming. I'm really lucky.
Well, you were familiar with Lyons, of course, Lyons Grill on Palm Canyon there. Would it be unlike you to eat like a big old ribeye at least once a month?
Absolutely unlike me.
Oh, unlike you.
Yeah.
So you eat like a bird, like you're not like Lori Downey Jr., our producer.
I think it's time to go.
No.
He just said eat like a bird. He's telling Jack Jones.
No, but Jack Jones is. I'm telling you, the guy is fit. So I'm trying to figure out what his secret is.
But he said nowadays. Now, in the past, would you have eaten all those steaks?
Yeah. So 30 years ago, Jack Jones, would you have gone for the big old steakaroo?
Yes, I would, and I certainly would have gone for a big old hamburger too. You know, I mean, and I still love a good hamburger. Once in a while, I'll do that, but you know, it's the guilt, you know.
Will you on occasion will you quaff a little something? Will you have a libation, or is that a big no?
No, it's a little wine. It's not a bad thing.
Yeah, I just want to prepare here when Lori and I come to town and take you to dinner. I want to have dinner with the great Jack Jones, and I promise I won't question you like this.
You want to make sure that if you pick up the tab, it's not going to be too bad.
Matt, don't worry about it. He just had the cream.
Like you've done your research.
Yeah, he had the cream spinach and Brussels sprouts.
Yeah. So I get your hobby is probably technology. Then that's what fills your time when you're not performing.
It does, but I'm always writing or doing, you know, and I've got to write this book now, and now it's much easier because you actually can really talk into the computer and watch it type itself out and then correct it, which is much easier than, and yet typing has always been very cathartic for me.
How can you help that young performer out there that wants to be the next Jack Jones, the next the great thing?
Big bands are definitely coming back
in music. I mean, what advice would you give that person?
I wouldn't know now because there's a whole different process. Because you have to go and audition for Idol or The Voice,
right?
And then you have to get in there, and then you have to make it through the first round, the second round, and then you get to the voting process, and then then you're owned by them. Yeah. But that's launched your career. But it used to be going from club to club, and it's a whole different process. I mean, they just, if you've got the talent, they will build you.
Yeah.
What do you think of Bublé, Michael Bublé? What do you think of that guy?
He's terrific. I mean, he's got a great sense of time. He really swings good.
I thought so too. Yeah.
You know, he's very good.
Jack, do you think?
All right. When we return, the very last segment, and it's a short one with Jack Jones, and a man that, as I listened to this interview, the last interview with the great crooner Jack Jones, who passed away at 86 yesterday. I wish I would have stayed in touch. He was a funny man. He was on the verge of brilliance, and he served our country, and he loved America, and he had tons of talent. So we'll close this out with our homage to the great Jack Jones when we return on Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio. Find us on YouTube, on Rumble, the finest radio stations in America. Really easy to grab us. We'll be this after back.
On the street, I was talking to a man. He said, there's so much, but there's nothing, man, that I don't understand. You shouldn't worry, I said, that ain't no crime. 'Cause if you get it wrong, you'll get it right next time. After a while you worry, don't you whine. 'Cause if you get it wrong, you'll get it right next time. Next time.
doohickey that rolls?
Hi, this is Meatloaf. Okay, kids, you know what time it is? You know what time it is? It's Outlaw Radio time!
The most imitated radio station in the nation.
I'm through with standing in line for some fun to begin, but I found a good thing leaving me with a grin. It's time for Outlaw Radio to begin.
You have the great Billy Gibbons here? Yeah.
It's very cool.
He just passed out. Oh, yeah. Hey, that didn't sound too bad.
At the Lightning Buff Lounge. Oh, man. We're here with Matt. Oh, yeah. At the Lightning Lounge. Oh, little Outlaw Radio. We're here with Matt.
And he's not fat.
We got all these guys and girls in the house. Let me tell you, that's where it's at. And that's, ladies and gentlemen, Matt Allen. Pass me a gallon.
They like
Oh, yeah.
to chat about the dresses.
We are the guys with the last interview with the legendary crooner, this man, Jack Jones, passed away in 86.
Inconsequential things that men don't really care to know.
Oh, no.
Become essential things that women find so apropos.
Oh, yeah.
But that's a dame, they're all the same. It's just a game.
Pause.
They call it
Right there in that lyric, they're all the same.
Oh.
There is no way in hell that song could be released today.
It's a lawsuit. It's a lawsuit waiting
Oh,
to happen.
it is.
And you know, Ralph
They're all
told
the same.
Ralph goes, Marty, you should remake that, dude. I go, well, that'd be a tough part.
It is. It is.
I don't think it'll kill your career.
No. It is a brilliant song, brilliant lyrically. And back then, when it was released by this man, whom we have the last interview with, Jack Jones.
Yes.
It was loved by females.
Yes.
What? Because they knew.
Mom loves this song.
Because they knew who they were.
They all meow about the ups
Meow.
and downs of all their friends. The who, the how, the why, they dish the dirt.
It never ends. They talk and talk.
The weaker
Dish the
sex,
dirt.
The speaker sex, we mortal males behold.
Yes.
But though we joke, we wouldn't trade you for a ton of gold.
Pause. That right there is everything.
Right.
Yep.
We males, mortal males, love you, heterosexual males, love you females so much.
Yeah, but it's
So, okay, just sit back there, Dave. Just take a breather, my friend.
no. He said a ton of gold. That's a lot of gold.
Okay, so you don't agree with me. I get that. I understand the lyrics. I understand the love and the coveting of a beautiful female.
I'm torn.
I get it.
You're out of it.
But Ralph, do you wonder? And
By the way, I actually think this would be a huge hit in the trans community. I think they would love this song.
You do?
I absolutely do.
No kidding.
Because they want to be that woman. They want to be that.
interesting.
In the
That is
dressy
interesting.
And the frilly, and having the guy open the door and pick up the check.
Yeah. And that I find, by the way,
They're actually more women than today's women.
Wow.
Ralph, what have you been doing, dude?
No, because Ralph, you're onto something. Because these fake women want to be treated like the women of lore, of yesterday.
Of the 40s and 50s.
That this song is about, sung by the great Jack Jones. And P.S., we have the very last couple minutes of that interview with this man who passed away yesterday. A brilliant man, and not one to boast. And I know you're thinking, well, nothing to be boastful about. Who cares about Jack Jones? I do, and we do on this show, because he was important to music. He was important to Americana. This man was a legend. Continue with this song, please.
So baby, stay and gab away, but
Gab
he say
away.
that after girl talk
To me. Us, males. After you're through with the chick stuff, talk to us. I am a huge fan of the female. Always have been. And I blame that on my mother. You know, I thought females could do no wrong.
And it's just great that this was okay then when it was written.
So baby, stay and gab away,
Gab
but
away.
hear me say that after girl talk to me.
Jack Jones, man. God bless you up there in heaven.
Stay and gab away, but hear me say that after girl talk to me.
What a guy. I'm going to cry here. I love that man so much. Jack Jones. And my friends, the very last snippet of the last Jack Jones interview here on Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio. Go ahead.
Think you'd make a good judge on one of those singing shows?
Well, that's something I probably should be doing. That would be useful to somebody. It's just that whatever the criteria is, it would be great. You know, I think my favorite show, and which I wouldn't qualify for because I'm not a dancer, but So You Think You Can Dance is one of the
It's my wife's favorite
shows.
show.
It is just wonderful. And Nigel Lithgow's a friend of mine, and he does a wonderful job of that thing.
I met Nigel.
Yeah.
I didn't know. I met him one
Well, good for you, Martin. We're talking to the great
nice
Jack.
guy.
We're talking to the great Jack Jones here.
So here's 20, keep the change.
Hey, by the way, you lovely furry little listener, you owe yourself a visit to YouTube. I think it might be on YouTube. Jack Jones with the Edmonton Symphony Orchestra. This was a production and was pretty incredible. Was that a great time?
Yes, it was. And I have to laugh because I looked like a rock star on that thing.
Yeah, you do.
Because long hair and the funny clothes, and in those days it was different for me because I didn't come from that. So it was interesting, and a wonderful friend of mine who's a friend now, Stanley Dorfman, directed that, and he's still around. He's a wonderful guy.
I picture Jack on a sitcom. I do, because you said TV. You think of sitcom or drama?
He knows people. Why the hell isn't he on a sitcom right now? This is ridiculous. Mad Men.
He could be on Mad Men. That's tailor-made.
Well, Mad Men used, I think, Girl Talk and the other tune. I mean, you're all over that.
They used in the first. I think on the very first Mad Men, they used Lollipops and Roses.
Yeah. And then Wives and Lovers, that was on there. Yeah, I mean, you are contemporary. I mean, I'm telling you, with the way the big band sound has come back, which
that's interesting. I've heard that for years. Big bands are coming back.
Yeah, right. Started that.
I don't know about that. But,
you're not buying into this.
In the 90s for a while, swing and big band became pretty popular again.
Disco's coming back too, Zach.
No, please.
Brian Setzer.
All right, how does the great Jack Jones maintain that incredible voice? What do you do? What do you gargle?
Well, I have a facetious answer.
Okay.
I get once in a while I get a questionnaire to fill in the blanks, and send it in, and that's probably one of the questions that's always on that list. Yeah. And the inference is, at your age, what do you do to keep that voice? And my stock answer is I gargle with formaldehyde.
Oh, that's nice. And you got a rim shot too.
Yeah. And especially we just went to the Philippines and they sent me a questionnaire, and it's the frightening thing about being a performer now at my age is that life is an audition. they're constantly looking at you. Can you still do this?
Yeah,
You've got
wow.
to prove it again.
Oh, you've already gone through the trials and tribulations. You've proven yourself, and now it never ends. It just never ends.
When I started, I was known by the press as Young Jack Jones, and when that was they called me that everywhere. Young Jack Jones opened last night, and then a few years went by, and I suddenly noticed that they were just saying Jack Jones. And then after a lot of years went by, the word "still" crept in. He still got it.
So hey, when you were in American Hustle, so did you go to the theater? Did you see that movie?
Oh yeah, I took my daughter to see it. I flew up to Boise and went out to dinner, and so I went to the local theater and saw it. It was fun, you know. It was fast, and I got the award. You know, it was up for 10 nominations, and I didn't get one of them except I got the award for the best bathroom opportunity.
Oh, come on. Come on.
It went by fast, I tell you. There are some people who missed me, and I had to, so they went back to see it again just because.
Did you meet Jennifer Lawrence on set?
No, I did not. She wasn't shooting that day. But hello, the other one is a sweet girl too. Who was the other girl?
Yeah, who's the other gal in that? Come on, Zach. You usually know these things.
Yeah, I didn't watch that.
Shadow Stevens. Oh,
Amy Adams.
I've gone blank too.
Amy Adams.
Yeah, sorry, I was in the bathroom during
Amy Adams. Yep.
They were both. We were all in that scene together, and it was early in the morning, and he's a great actor too. He was just staring at me like, "What are you doing?"
What are you doing? What is it over here? Listen, folks. Listen to me. If you'll forget everything else, see this man in person, the great Jack Jones. The Lions are leaving the cave. This man is still performing in that cave. Wait, that didn't come out right. But this man is the guy, the go-to.
All right. Yeah, I'm saying the Lions are leaving the cave or the den, meaning he's still alive. And now, fast forward X number of years, no longer with us, proving that the great Lions are leaving the den. A man like Jack Jones is now gone. The man we're speaking to right now on the very last interview with this legendary crooner, the great Jack Jones. Continue, please.
Man, when can we go see? When it comes to this type of stuff, which is classy performance.
You're not going to do better.
No, with a voice that is beyond compare. Jack Jones in person, Friday, June 27th, Saturday, June 28th, at the Catalina Bar and Grill in Hollywood, which is a great venue, by the way.
The Catalina Jazz Club is also called, and I'd rather call it that because, and it's got great food and a great bar, but it's a great jazz club.
If I can bring Mom to see this, she would. It'd be
Well, okay, buy tickets, Mark.
I wasn't asking for a comp.
No, but it sounded like you were begging
I
for a
wasn't
second.
asking for a comp.
You don't ask Jack Jones for a comp. Okay, Zach, yes.
Isn't it nice, though, Jack, after the illustrious career you've had, to finally be appreciated for your good looks?
He said he thinks good looking every day, Zach.
I know.
Did you hear him?
Are you guys really on the air, or did someone hire you just to make me feel this? I'm on the air.
No, we're sort of on the air. Listen, Shadow Stevens is here. Come on, he wouldn't put up with. Well, maybe a little
credibility to her.
Yeah, I'm the credibility.
That's scary.
That is a little scary. Yeah.
Fred rated his credibility. Okay, all right. Yes, Frank.
Jack, you've done a lot, and probably you're still going to be doing a lot more. But looking back, what was the one truly magic moment that you just absolutely, when you go back in time, you go, wow, that was incredible?
Oh, as a performer?
As a performer.
Well, it was recently at the Palladium in London. Had a friend of mine up in the Royal Box with his wife and my wife, Bruce Forsyth, who's a big star over there. He actually originated the other dance show, our big.
Dancing with Stars.
The ballroom.
Dancing with Stars. Yeah.
And so it was just a good show, and I was on top of it, and he was yelling out good stuff and standing ovations. That was a big thrill. But the greatest memories I have is and there were nobody knew what a Grammy was back then. We started the Grammys, and we had our Grammy Awards and the Waldorf Astoria, and it wasn't on television. But when I won the Grammys, it was a tremendous thrill. It was,
well, this man, Jack Jones, is tremendous, and God love you and continued success and continued health to this man who you can see live and in person Friday, June 27th, and Saturday, June 28th, Carolina Jazz Club in Hollywood, California. Yeah, Catalina. Man, I'll tell you what, this has done my heart good. Jack Jones, thank you for the hour. This is a beautiful thing, and I wish you nothing but great success.
I got a wonderful band, a group that we've been together for years, and you'll enjoy them too. But thank you very much for talking to me. This has been a lot of fun. It's been very refreshing.
We'll come and see you, Jack. Yeah, we will come and bug you. The great Jack Jones, ladies and Doberman on Outlaw Radio.
Call me irresponsible.
Wow.
Call me
How
unreliable.
guy in showbiz, how sincere. You know how sincere that man was.
What I love is cerebralness. He's got that humor. He's got that. He gets it. He's on top of it. He's quick.
He was a man that I really should have stayed in touch with. Jack Jones, gone at 86 years old.
God rest his soul.
And served our country in many ways. I mean, his talent alone. Mark C.G. Moyer?
I really enjoyed listening to that again. But I want to say, Marty, you were tremendous in that interview.
Well, thank you.
Wow.
Thank you.
You were right. You were spot on. You were great.
Oh, thank you.
Really
man.
enjoyed listening
Except
to
when
that.
you asked for the free tickets.
Right. That's where I blew it. But other than that, thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah. How did you meet a Jack Jones? I mean, I think the Allen's Army would like to know.
I believe that in the very beginning of this interview, it was some get together in Palm Springs when I went over to him and I said, "You're it." And he said, "It what?" I said, "You are it."
He thought you were playing tag.
And that's what he said. And he said, what are we playing tag? I said, no. I said, "You are the last one." And he gave me a smile and he said, yeah. So he understood. The Last Crooner. And as it turns out, pretty much is, with the exception of Engelbert, who is a crooner, had some hits. But that man...
Is Tom Jones a crooner?
No, I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't. And man, do I adore that man.
Love him.
Oh, I love that guy. That's on my wish list. Want to have a dram and a cigar with the great Tom Jones. But God bless you, Jack Jones, up there, and you know he's up there in heaven. You know he's up there. 86 years old, passed away, and it pisses me off. It really does. But I'm blessed. And I think those who are there are blessed to have spent some time with that man. Yeah. God bless you. Now, in the interim, I brought on this gorgeous gal from, Northern California named Danielle, who's doing a lot of social media stuff with us.
Right.
And as I understand it, Mary, our upstate New York gal, is she butthurt? Is she pissed off? I mean, what?
That's what I'm gathering from the chat. But
So what did you gather? Because you watch the chat, I don't.
I'm trying to keep in touch with the peoples. And Mary said, "Enjoy it. I quit. Have a good night."
Oh, she's channeling Marty.
Yeah. So she's
just give me a damn compliment, bro. Leave me alone.
So she's channeling my brother and quitting. Is that because I called Danielle one of the newest members of
No, you
Amazon?
said Danielle's taking over the social media content.
No, I did not say taking over.
No.
Never
said
that word.
say that. You did not. You did
It was
not.
very similar.
But the
if
thing
not
is
exact.
that she came in mid show and did this. So and then I texted her off offline, and are you there, Mary? And she's
You know,
not
it's
responding.
it's female jealousy.
100%.
Absolutely is.
Yeah, Mary, upstate New York, Mary.
Mary.
We love Mary. I mean, what the?
Yeah, but unlike you, Dave, I'm not an ass kisser when it comes to a woman that has been a part of the show for many, many years. Love her dearly.
She flew in from the East Coast.
She did, and her arms, how
Very tired.
Really tired.
Right,
Yeah.
right,
Yeah,
yeah.
they're a little tired.
Upstate New York, Mary, who I love dearly.
Loyal as hell.
But my God, don't you see that you're being petulant like my brother?
Catty.
See, that's what I saw as well.
Right,
Yes.
right.
Catty.
Yeah.
Why do you have to involve me?
No,
after-
it's not catty. It's not catty.
But
It's
don't involve
it's
my
petulance.
name, man, because you know what?
Well,
Well, I'm sorry, Marty. Who else has quit the show 4,200 times?
I'd say 5,000. Yeah, I was
Right,
thinking like 5.
right.
Yeah.
but Mary,
And I quit today. Too,
so, but that could be that Mary has a wry sense of humor.
Or she's drinking.
No,
she doesn't drink.
I
She's
know,
probably
that's the
watching
problem.
Bonanza, but she's not drinking.
That might be the
Yeah.
problem.
But by the way, our gal Mary from upstate New York, there is no lover of Bonanza
Oh, no.
bigger than there's got to be a better way to say this, but larger. That doesn't work either.
No.
There is no one in this world more passionate about the TV show Bonanza.
Her name on Instagram is Bonanza Nut.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
except that she joined some sort of media conference of people
But-
that are like her.
But here's the way, and this is why I think she's kidding, because we've known each other so many years. And she knows that that is probably not the way to deal with me. Because if you do quit and you say, I've had enough, I'm not talking to you, what do you think my reaction is, Ralph?
Have a happy day.
Bye-bye.
Have a happy day. It's regardless. I can't help your petulant attitude if that is indeed what you're exhibiting. There's nothing I can do to help that. So I'm not the one to look for to kiss your ass. Ever. Ever. Biden in Delaware, Harris at Beyonce concert. Boy, that's quite the
That's
transition.
a hell of a segue.
What a segue.
By the way, there was no concert, and those that were there are butthurt beyond belief. In contrast, during this time, yesterday, depending on when you're watching us or listening to the show, yesterday was Friday, could have been a week ago, but for those of you watching us live, it was yesterday. Donald Trump, J. Trump, in contrast, was conducting multiple events throughout the day in crucial swing states. That's what he was doing. Kamala, when you lose, you deserve it.
Oh, please.
And I believe that you sort of, I may be wrong here. I was going to say, Kamala Toe, you deserve to lose. Am I wrong here, Ralph?
No, and I think she's fearful of that her husband may just smack her if she loses.
That man doesn't have the testosterone
She wears the pants.
to hit anyone. Certainly not Kamala.
I think she'll smack him if she loses.
Oh, believe me,
Yeah.
you've seen the videos, not of these two, but she's wearing leather, riding him around the living room with a friggin' strap, nailing his ass. Oh,
well,
please.
he did hit a woman in Cannes, and that woman, who's an attorney, who also donated $10,000 to the Democrats.
Right. $10,000 whole dollars?
$10,000.
Wow.
Came out and said, yeah, he smacked the hell out of me.
Yeah, as your wife is focused on holding events with rich and famous supporters in solid blue states and not doing much campaigning on the ground in swing states. That makes a lot
It's
of
like Hillary never going to Wisconsin.
Absolutely. Well, deplorables.
Well,
Yeah. Just a basket full of us deplorables. God bless us who love the United States of America. I will be deplorable until the day I die if that means I love this planet that I live on in California, of all places, the USA. Lot to get to, including Michael Keaton next.
I've gone to ground. I'm watching porn in my hotel dressing gown. And now I dream of you, but I still believe there's only enough for one in this lonely hotel suite. The journey's long, and I feel so bad. I'm thinking back to the last day we had. Old moon fades into the night. Soon I know I'll be back with you. I'm nearly with you. I'm nearly with you. When I'm weak, I draw strength from you. And when you're lost, I know how to change your mood. And when I'm down, you breathe life over me. Even though we're miles apart, we are each other's I'll fly home to you. I'm bending time, I'm getting back to you. Open fades into the night. Soon I know I'll be back with you. I'm nearly with you. I'm nearly with you. When I'm weak, I draw strength from you. And when you're lost, I know how to change your mood. And when I'm down, you breathe life over me. Even though we're miles apart, we are each other's I draw strength from you. And when you're lost, I know how to change your mood. And when I'm down, you breathe life over me. Even though we're miles apart, we are each other's
Arbitron and search rated #1.
This is Outlaw Radio with Magic Matt, the man who is always right.
Do we have a winner yet in our contest? for the cash plus 63 cents. Do we have a winner?
I haven't seen one.
All right. You know, we should
I thought it was 23 cents.
Oh, is it 23? Yeah, it could be. It's not in front of me.
You need to stop drinking.
You need to quit correcting the host.
Well, no. Sometimes we need to do something to make us feel better in our life. And if that makes a Tattoo Dave feel better, then God bless him.
I'm right, you're wrong.
Yes.
The Tattoo Dave Show.
Welcome back, my friends. Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio on YouTube, on Rumble, and the finest radio stations throughout the nation. Easily procured on YouTube and Rumble by punching in kamalato.us. That'll get you here.
And tampontim.us.
And tampontim.us.
Zsa Zsa's leg?
No. I don't know where that may bring you to the website, and our website sucks.
Uh-oh.
What?
Once again, Slam and Mary. And that's huge now.
Okay, yeah. It's, well, then fix it. Then be proud of our website.
I do the best I can.
If Mary from upstate New York is in charge of our stinking website, then make it glisten.
She hasn't updated it in like 20 years. I don't know.
Wow.
I mean,
wow.
No, and I'm still paying for this stupid website.
Yeah.
It's like do you know how many businesses don't even have a website anymore? They use Facebook.
Yeah, of course.
Because they don't have to pay like several $100
And
a
by the way,
year.
we can do Facebook Live from here as
Yes,
we
can
do.
that.
We do.
Well,
Don't we?
No, we don't.
No, but we can.
Oh, I thought we had a Facebook thing on a Facebook
No, we
chat.
don't do Facebook
Well,
Live from
old Tattoo Dave, our producer, thinks a lot of things, and not necessarily true. But I appreciate you always taking a swing at it.
The Tattoo Dave Show.
Democratic strategist James Carville. You know that James Carville?
Looks like a snake.
The great debater.
He looks like a snake in that Don Knotts movie where he played an Asian guy.
Yeah.
The 23 Faces of Dr. Lowe, or whatever the hell.
Yeah.
By the way, one of the greatest movies ever.
It's a great movie.
It is a great movie.
Love that movie.
The
Dr. No.
seven Faces of Dr. Lowe. I just said that, Martin. It could be 8 faces, but great movie. James Carville looks like a stinking snake.
Well, his wife calls him a serpent head.
Yeah, because and by the way, his wife, like, missed being good looking by that much. Who is that actress who did that movie, that New Orleans movie with the dude that we like, the actor who is on the right and is in a rock band, and his brother is also an actor who is nuts and was in the Chevy Chase Christmas movies.
You're talking about Randy Quaid and Dennis Quaid.
Dennis, is it Dennis?
Yes, Randy and Dennis.
Yeah, but who am I talking about? Is it
You're
Dennis?
talking about Randy.
No,
Randy's nuts.
No, Randy's the nut. Dennis.
Right.
Dennis is the new Reagan.
Dennis, Dennis Quaid is the good guy.
Right.
And there's a reason why I brought him up. You can put that together. But James Carville, he warned that Democrats must play to win in just a few days here, even if that means using unfair. Can you imagine this from a Democrat?
No.
Unfair tactics. That would be time to play James Carville, ladies and gentlemen, here on the show.
I'm not interested in being
Could
very
you start
fair
from the beginning?
about-
I just did.
I'm really not interested in being very fair about the whole thing. Okay, I really don't think we should have fought fair against the Germans and the Japanese. I think we should have snuck around them, and I think we should have, gone behind them in the lines and cut their throats, because that was what it was at stake. I think we're literally approaching the same place right now. And I'm not talking about everybody stop, don't faint. I'm not
Everybody
talking about actually slitting a political opponent's throats.
Yes, you are.
Yes.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are, you ass. Yes, you are, you ass hat. You dip ass friggin' Democrat. I mean, if your party didn't leave you, then you really are one of those America-hating pieces of S. God, I can't stand that son of a bitch. Michael Keaton thinks that because the Beetlejuice reboot was a box office hit, we we must want to hear what he thinks about Donald Trump and Elon Musk.
Sure.
Hey, hi, Michael. You know, for some of you folks
let's start
who,
over. Hold on.
Guys
So,
mostly,
I
guess,
love
who-
that means stop. I love the way, it's like, hey, I'm Michael. I'm just one of you guys. What he's about to say here is the exactness when it comes to who he is and the way he presents himself to you. The way he will throw Trump under the bus here and his running mate is exactly what he's doing to you by saying, hey, I'm just a regular guy, Michael Keaton, although I was in huge blockbuster movies. I am a massive movie star. That's what he's really saying by saying, hi, I'm just Michael. Yeah. Hey, Michael, not Michael Keaton. I'm just Michael. Listen to this piece of crap.
Hey, hi, Michael. You know, for some of you folks who, guys mostly, I guess, who are thinking about attending a rally with Musk and Trump, they don't really respect you. They laugh at you behind your back. They think you're stupid. They don't want to hang out with you. They have nothing in common with you. They're not your bros. And I'm telling you, when Trump, years ago, I guess, said, I could shoot somebody on Fifth Avenue and they'd still vote for me, basically what he's saying in parentheses is, these people are so stupid, they're so dumb, they'd still vote for me. They have no respect for you, trust me.
No, Michael, we are laughing at you being such a douche chunk. That's who you are, Michael Keaton, a douche chunk. And Jimmy Kimmel says Trump is haunting his dreams. Trump is haunting Jimmy Kimmel's dream. The idea of a second term is really starting to take a toll. Jimmy Kimmel officially panicking over the election, saying he isn't prepared for a potential second Trump presidency, as polls show former President Donald Trump gaining significant momentum in the final days. In an interview on MSN, the Joe Scarborough, he dumb as a mud fence. However, that Nika Brzezinski, his friggin' wife, who I believe they were cheating on their spouses,
Yes, they were.
right? They were cheating, yeah. But she is as stupid can be. She makes Kamala Harris look like a friggin' Mensa. Kimmel says, I've been dreaming. I've been just going through all this craziness over and over, and it's really starting to take a toll. Like, I just can't get this out of my head. He said he's not mentally prepared for the possibility that former president might win the election. See, apparently it's not enough that Jimmy Kimmel forever destroyed late night television with his idiotic, stupid effing politics and 100% severe lack of comedic talent. Now he's taking his hatred for Donald Trump on the road. First stop, Morning Joe on MSDNC, because, well, MSDNC, they like big dummies.
I got fired from CNN on the ticker. I read it on the ticker. Do you regret?
That's not
doing that,
Jimmy
taking that
Kimmel.
photo? Oh no, I would do it again. In
That's
fact, if it
not
wins, I'll do
Jimmy
it.
Kimmel.
That's the number I got.
Really?
Hold on.
Yeah, I know. I may have messed up. I think it was 8:30.
Yeah, that's what I thought I put, but maybe not.
But don't you think Jimmy Kimmel could have stopped when he said, I'm not mentally prepared?
Yeah, oh yeah, of course. Yeah. It was a run-on sentence is what it was. So let's try 8:30 again. Let's see if this is right.
I'm an optimistic
Oh,
person.
it is.
I'm
Okay,
not
stop.
hysterical.
So 8:30 was the right one, right?
I don't know what I put. My bad.
We don't do my bad on this show.
I apologize.
No, and we don't do. I apologize.
I apologize because it was my bad.
But we certainly do. We're going to unpack this. We don't do my bad. We just don't do the stupid.
My bad, yo.
Yeah, we just don't do that. Okay, so here's Jimmy Dummy.
I'm an optimistic person. I'm not hysterical. I laugh when people say, oh, you've got Trump derangement syndrome. I think if you're a reasonable person, you should have Trump derangement syndrome. And by the way, I think he has derangement syndrome about us, too. The fact of the matter is, this is a dangerous person.
Really? He proved that during his 4-year term?
Yeah.
Oh, he blew up Chicago. There's no Chicago anymore.
So it's because of him?
Yeah, no, he blew it up.
How many wars were there during his presidency?
0.
Chicago, San Francisco.
Yeah, no, he just killed Americans.
I just hate these
went
sons of
around-
bitches. These sons of bitches that keep on saying he's a dangerous person.
No.
Shut the hell up.
They have nothing else. He's Hitler.
They want to cheat.
Yeah, of course they want to cheat. You know, you start with that rhetoric, and then when they have nothing else, there's cheating. And it's coming, and it's coming. But this time, I think, Ralph, I believe we're prepared.
Yes.
Are we not?
Yes, because Trump's not a traditional Republican politician.
Not at all.
He
Not
does
e-
not
not
sit
even
there and
re-
take
even a
it.
politician.
Not even really Republican.
Correct.
The man is a man who loves Americans. He wants all of us to do well.
I agree with that. But he's also not that moron Republican that says, oh, you beat me once, I don't know how to figure it out.
Yes.
No, you beat me once,
Right.
and now I know your tricks.
Yes.
And I'm doing them back at you.
Yes.
Washed up comedian Kathy Griffin is back to her old tricks
She's alive.
in a desperate
She's a comedian?
Barely.
In a desperate, I'm being nice, in a desperate attempt to save her dying career, she is playing victim in the aftermath of her posting that picture so many years ago of herself holding up Donald Trump's severed head in 2017.
I got fired from CNN on the ticker. I read it on the ticker.
Do you regret doing that and taking that photo?
Oh, no, I would do it again. In fact, if he wins, I'll do it again that night. Okay, yeah, that's how I roll.
Pause.
I'm Kat.
Isn't this the same chick? If you recall, not long ago, she apologized.
Yeah, she
for that.
retracted. Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
She apologized
Yes.
for that. And during that apology, I believe if you go back to the archives of Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio here on YouTube, on Rumble, you will notice that we mentioned that this is not an apology. She does not give an S about Donald Trump. She's trying to save her career because that's what those on the left do. They lie with the ease that I am now, from a solo cup, taking a swig of bourbon, compliments of the great Ralph Odierna.
Griffin, and I never learned my lesson. But I was on the no-fly list.
Yeah.
I was on the Interpol list, which is the international version of the no-fly list. I was on something called the Five Eyes list, which is the terror watch list. And I was detained at every airport in America and overseas. They'd take my phone, they'd take my passport, go away for an indiscriminate amount of time. And I did make every show on that tour 7 years ago. But let me tell you, I'm still paying the price. And I want you to know, I do respect if people hate that photo, dislike the photo, thought it was too far.
People worry.
That's what the First Amendment is.
Oh, yeah, as a comedian, that is what you stand on. He has suffered from 2 assassination attempts. So to hear you say that you would do it again if he's reelected, you're not worried about the consequences or the message that sends to people.
He hasn't suffered any consequences. I have.
He got shot.
More than he has. In fact, I
Twice.
pay more taxes. In fact, so do you. So everybody knows where I stand politically. That's not a surprise.
I almost said it.
You almost said it.
I didn't say it.
If we were in London, you would have
You
said
said
it.
Kamala.
I would have said it if I were across the pond. Apparently, Kathy Griffin had cancer, had to have one of her lungs taken out. Now, from my heart, well, I'm happy that she beat cancer. I strongly contend that doctors removed the wrong damaged organ.
Oh, boy.
Because this broad is as dumb as a mud fence.
Yeah.
There are so many of these Hollywood idiot sticks that need a room together so they can commiserate.
They're snuggle bears and
Yes, and they can cry together. And how about how much do we want those who proclaim to leaving the United States when Trump wins again?
Have a nice day.
Here's,
Bye-bye.
Here's the biggest joke. They hate
Yeah.
Trump.
Yeah.
But they complain about misogyny in Hollywood.
Of
They
course.
complain about ageism, sexism, racism. Who controls Hollywood? The leftists.
Oh, I thought you were going to say the Jews.
No, they don't. No,
it's almost the same.
The leftists do.
Yeah.
So how about if you want to change the racism, sexism, and misogyny, put a couple of Republicans in charge of Hollywood.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That'll never happen.
There was a Trump rally in Michigan, a swing state. That's sort of a smart thing to do as a politician trying to win re-election. Michigan, there's a great chicken joint in a cool little town with a funny name. I'm telling that here so Mark can hear me, so he can look it up, because I finally have a reason why I want to visit Michigan. I've never wanted to. But this fried chicken joint looks awesome. I would travel there to visit that joint. We'll be this after back on Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio.
Now we return to Outlaw Radio's Demons of Decadence.
All right, our fact checker, Mark C.G. Boyer. As we left you a couple minutes ago, I was looking for this great fried chicken joint that is famous in Michigan, not Detroit, some place north of Detroit, far away from Detroit. And what is it, Mark?
It's the Zenders of Frankenmuth.
Frankenmuth or Frankenmuth. It's
Yeah.
some town in Michigan, and somehow I was brought to this joint. I'm telling you, never had a longing for visiting Michigan, but I will travel there to this. They have this all-you-can-eat chicken with every side you can imagine. It's $30. Now, if you want to go add the ribs and fried shrimp, It's like another $9.
Wait a minute, it's $30?
Yes.
And when were you there last?
Never.
Oh, okay. So
Ever.
now it's 30. Okay, got it.
I want to visit. I want to eat their chicken. And this town looks like the greatest little town you want to spend like Christmas, in. It's you know they do Christmas right. And I saw 2 of these videos, and it's like, oh man, that chicken looks freaking awesome. Yeah, it was like a joint in Palm Springs, or was it Indio? But it's called Murph's, and it was the greatest there since the 50s. Went there on their last night, and loved that place.
Coincidentally, or you just happened, or you went there on purposely for the last night?
Nurse Ratchet, somebody give me my cigarettes. I want my cigarettes back.
I'm just wondering because I've been in a couple of times when the bar happened to be the last night, and
Not sure how that's adding to the show.
Murph's.
I'm not sure how you are either, Ralph.
Murph's was the greatest chicken joint, pan-fried chicken, and they did entire dinners with all the sides. And at that time, it was like $16, and that was only a few years ago. And the greatest dive bar ever. They served a martini that was a fishbowl, and it was like $6, and it was premium, and it was a place that I would never even consider driving out of ever. Oh no, it was just too good.
Palm Desert, or
I took Mark there one time.
Oh, we've been more than once. I still have pictures, I think, of that scary clown.
You and I, yeah. And then on occasion,
was a clown?
I want a clown would
Just shows up.
Oh, just shows up. Yeah. But okay, so that's on my agenda in 25. I'm getting to Zender's in Farmouth or whatever the hell that little town is in Michigan, because it just sounds like a place that I would love.
When you get a bucket of martinis, what is your gin of choice?
What? Well, it would. Oh, I'll tell you, Beefeater.
Beefeater.
And only Beefeater because my dear beloved dead buddy Milt Larson, owner of the Magic Castle here in Hollywood, he was a Beefeater guy. So because of that, I'm a Beefeater guy. Before we go, I got to tell you, Brett Favre, I love you, buddy. And I thought you were great in Something About Mary. I love this man. He speaking at the Trump rally in Green Bay. Good for you, good on you for not being a puss and doing the right thing for Wisconsin, man. Hall of Famer.
I'd give it up to Aaron Rodgers, too, man. He does the same stuff, man. He's cool. He plays for the Jets now, but he's...
Was he with Wisconsin, though?
Yeah.
The Packers.
He used to be Green Bay. Yeah.
Okay. You know, my brother almost tethered that correctly. I'm digging it.
No, he tied it.
Yeah. Ravenous crowd in Green Bay, and the biggest cause ever, as he says, delivering the Badger State to Donald Trump. God bless you, my friend, Brett Favre.
It's Brett Favre.
Pardon me?
Brett Favre.
Come on, man. You haven't seen
Favre.
Something About Mary? Something About Mary, dude. Favre.
Is it Favre?
It's
just
Favre.
Favre.
It's Favre.
My
It's
thanks to Tattoo Dave.
Thank you.
Little petulant, but did it.
Not really.
Did a good job. My brother Mark T. Ralph O'Dierna, Mark C.G. Boyer,
T.
our beautiful Maureen Billy Dilly. I'm Magic Matt, and I love my mom and dad and my daughter. Don't forget that bumblebees can't fly.